Hey, it's Chris Pronger. You're listening to Missing Curfew.
Up dog.
Lip boomers.
Lip boomers, fella. I got the boys at Big Canyon chewing the lip boomers now. Jim Abbott, former baseball player, Olympic gold medalist, threw a no-hitter at Yankee Stadium, chewing lip boomers. They're everywhere, up dog.
They're everywhere. They sure are. And I don't mind throwing a little upper and a downer in every now and then.
Double barrel?
I got the double barrel going. They're the only ones I can handle. Anytime you get a little CBD in your upper lip, stiff upper lip.
Yeah, I would just say make sure to have your order pre-ordered before your order goes away, because I ran out of Cannadip lip boomers the other day for wild card weekend, and it wasn't pretty.
Just get the restock.
I did the Cali order times 2 this time, so I got 50 fucking tins of lip boomers coming at me. I got the natural mint flavor going now. The American spice, the tangy fucking citrus. I'm chewing it all. And up dog, you know what I like to do? I like to mix and match and make my own tins. The Obie tin.
You're damn right. Our friends at Cannadips, CBD.com. A lot of special announcements here today.
Yeah.
They're coming at you. Load up on your tins so you never have a problem like Obie on the golf course. www.cannadipscbd.com. And our promo code OBES.
Curfew Cali, baby.
Curfew Cali. Load up that account. Don't ever let your cart go dry. Don't ever let your lips be not packed with a couple extra dipskis.
Lip boomers, baby.
Lip
Let's
boomers.
go.
When we could be superstars, we've been rather wrecking cars.
Hey, bro, is that Jambo?
What is that stakes for us? Kicking up corners. Yeah, we could be superstars, but I'm pretty sure our time is up. And so we fell off the spinning tops.
Say you my nigga, I'ma be your killer, nobody.
Welcome back to a fresh new episode of Missin Curfew. I'm Shane O'Brien.
And I'm across from you, Scotty Upshaw. How you doing, my man?
We got the black on black going. You got the collar. You're a little more professional than me, but I like the fucking Johnny Cash black on black.
I thought I might go for happy hour after this.
Are you?
I might. I know you said you're going to go play pickleball, but I might just, I might skip the pickle and go right to belly up somewhere.
Well, you know what's going to be great? I sold my house, as you know. I'm moving.
Congrats on that again.
Shout
Haven't
out to
talked about
Todd.
it on air.
Shout out to Todd Pickup, Joe Moody, Tom Riley, my boys at the Balboa Bay Club. I'm going to move in there for a little bit. So this happy hour you talk about, I mean, that could be our spot at A&O there. Right after the pod, we go there for a meeting, have a couple socials, watch the hockey game, hit the first period overs.
I hear you. I was there last week with Mac L.
How was it?
Saw our boy Tom Riley and Mr. Pickup there.
Big Tom's a beauty.
It was quiet, but
it's about to
bartender had all the
ramp up.
games on. First period overs, baby.
Fuck, have they been hitting?
I hit one last night. I hit the Blues Preds.
I hit the Knights Penguins.
Good
If
for
I
you.
just didn't bet
Nice.
football, I would be up on DraftKings right now.
It's just hard not to resist. Like, wild card weekend, you can't bet. I bet, and I lost. It sucked.
Did somebody forget to tell Kyler Murray and the Cardinals that they played last night? Or like,
Little-
I was like, oh, JJ Watt's back. They're fucking, here we go. They're going to be awesome. And just a rout.
Little midget hands. He can't even grip the football. He could not even throw it. And listen, the poutiness. It's like having a guy on your team, Obes, that just has a bad game and you end up winning and he's like upset he didn't get an assist or a goal. And we've all played with those guys.
Lots of those guys.
Right? This is what's going on
Lots
with
of
Kyler
those
Murray.
guys.
I hate to say it. I love, I like the Cardinals. I lived in Scottsdale. I like going to the, match there.
Yeah. You know what? And Obie, you know this because you played on teams that went on good runs. It's all about timing, excuse me, on when you get hot, right? Like they came out of the gates. They were what, 9-0, 8-0. Then JJ Watt got hurt. Then Kyler Murray went out and what's it, Hopkins?
Hopkins torn MCL.
Right, so
done.
they did have some injuries, but then they lose 4 or 5 heading in the playoffs. Like, as a team, you almost want to build it to where, hey, boys, let's keep her going. Now we're going. Like, I've been on teams where we're firing going into playoffs, and I've been on other teams where I'm like, I don't know if exactly, we were probably better 3 months ago.
Yeah, you want to have that stamina. You don't want to blow your load too early, do you? Hey, then
Unless
you
you
won't
got-
be able to get her back up, fella.
Unless you got enough in the tank for round 2. If
Yeah,
you're going to
that's
blow
right.
early, you better be ready to go for round 2. Hey,
I agree.
give me a second. Let me fluff it here for you.
Yeah. Just you need a fluffer. Hey, life needs a fluffer.
You need a fluffer. Shout out to your Buffalo Bills. Was that a beatdown?
Oh,
Perfect rating. They didn't punt the ball once, did they? Or a field goal? They had 7 touchdowns.
They just fucked a lot.
Wow. That was impressive. That they are playing with a chip.
You like them moving forward? What do you think?
I think ever since the game they lost against the Pats at home in the Winter Bowl there when she was minus 100
yeah,
and the win,
it was just a run battle.
And media, which we're going to get into some media stuff for hockey. Media's in the Buffalo Bills chirped the defense. I don't know. It just seems like they're playing with a little bit more.
Yeah, a little
you.
edge.
Yeah,
little edge. How about Ryan Fitzpatrick?
Tarp off
in the crowd. Was that his kid he was with?
I don't know who
It
it
was
was.
a beauty.
It was something. Tom Brady. Oh, this is great. Flowers. I can't wait to lay into him here. I've been really looking forward to it. So all year, Flowers is like, birds suck. Jalen Hurts is shit. Wentz is better. They're brutal. They're not getting that. They get in. And he's still like, all of a sudden I text him like, hey, what are you doing this weekend? You know, Up Dog's back, wild card weekend. Like, let's go to the Goose and have a few. Oh, I'm flying to Tampa. I'm like, they have 0 chance to beat Tom Brady. 0. And you're going to fly fucking East Coast to West Coast, or sorry, West Coast to East Coast. Oh, they're banged up. Trust me, the birds. I'm like, you said they were shit all year. Up here they go. I'm playing Sunday morning golf. And I'm sorry because you did have the Eagles too, but it was 31-0. I'm like, if he flies all the way to Tampa and they don't score a touchdown or a point, this would make my weekend even better. I'm like, Flowers, that's a long way to go for a donut on the board, fella.
I think you just need some Miami time, though, right? Or not Miami time, but just FLA time.
He wanted to get in a good red state.
He totally did. Even just to see his birds get bent over, but that was the way it is. Yeah, I took him in a teaser. I had him plus 15, and they lost by 16 points, man. They had 2 late touchdowns, and
dude, we're sitting at Big Canyon after you took Izzy on the fake snow, which was next level. Talk about National League, Big Canyon. Oh, you live in California? Don't worry, we'll make snow for your kids. They're like making snow.
That's a little ridiculous, but it was great.
You come in and you're like, I need a late touchdown, and then we looked up. I'm like, Uppy, you're going to lose by 1.
That was the way of the gambling gods for me this weekend, but there's always next weekend.
Yeah, and I just thought, and listen, I was actually cheering for the Birds this year because I like Hurts. I think he needs some more time to grow, but I was like, there's no way Jalen Hurts is going into Tom's house and beating the greatest of all time in his first playoff game. I don't care how many injuries the Bucs have. Yeah, so Flowers, how was that middle seat to Tampa Southwest, buddy? Up Dog, I want to talk to you about something that I don't know if we said it first, but we were definitely early on talking about the testing in the NHL and how we felt over the last couple of weeks. Well, finally, the NBA was the first league to announce it a couple of days ago. The NHL came out today and said after the All-Star break, we will not be testing players that are asymptomatic. Of course, going to Canada, coming back to the States, you're going to have to be tested. But what a relief. And if you're these players, now you're like, all right, listen, boys, still take care of yourself. But now let's focus on the schedule. They're going to announce the remaining schedule here. The games we got to make up the NHL. It's like, it feels almost like Uppy. Now it's go time. Like,
let's go. Big news for hockey. You got to be excited. Fans can now actually schedule their TV nights with their family, going to games. Players can do the same.
Exactly.
This is a big step. Finally, there's some common sense being brought to some people in charge. The NBA, great on you to get this done. Push it forward. NHL, way to step up and follow. It's time for these guys to be able to, play when you have the flu. Yeah. But I played fucking shit in my pants before and puking, and this is like, these guys now, games are being disrupted because.
That was from a night out in Miami, some bad sushi though.
Yeah, the tough, the salami. Yeah, it's never good. The old meat sauce shouldn't have went with the meat sauce.
Ooh, the meat sauce is a bad play Up Dog.
God, it just looks so good. So no, it's good. These guys, I mean, I haven't all had it now. I mean, listen, the whole team, we had a chat with Shaddy last week, and Shaddy was like, man, we jumped on one flight, and our whole team got it, and whatever. Half us, none of us were sick, but we all had to test, and we fucking cancel.
There used to be some things going through the dressing room that guys would get, right? It wasn't COVID.
Nothing you couldn't handle with the old, hey, trainer, it's been a long road trip. Hey,
Z-Pack, please.
Slide it. Send it. Send it.
No, but you're right. They've all had it, right? They're all vaccinated. The booster. Let's go. Let's play some hockey.
Drop the puck.
You're looking at the schedule, although, Uppy, it's crazy, or the standing story. It looks like we have our 4 teams in the East. I'm sorry, our 8 teams, right? Rangers, Carolina, Pittsburgh, Washington.
Yeah.
Florida, Tampa, Toronto, Boston. It looks like, now we don't know what order they're going to be in, but it doesn't really look like, Detroit's not getting in. Columbus ain't getting in. So I'm just saying, it's an exciting time. The All-Star, we're going to Vegas. It's going to be sick. I'm just excited for these players. I mean, how painful must have been getting tested this every single day, right? Like, it's not perfect.
Yeah. You're getting the old Corey Schwab up the nose every time.
Better get her than somewhere else. Ooh, that stings a bit.
I agree.
That stings.
Yeah, you get the Alexi ration, and then you got to, check out the Darren Pupa, and fuck me.
Hey, you go to the team doc. Hey, Doc, can I see you for a second here? I got to talk to you about something that...
the Doc Emmerich. You got to go to the Doc Emmerich.
It's not really related to hockey issues, but can you slide in here for a second?
You got the gun there. You got... No, you know what though? You know what's kind of crazy is Anaheim Ducks have played 41 games.
Ducks hockey,
and the Ottawa Senators have played 31 games. What's that going to be like on the old plain legs for the Ottawa trying to make up 10 games here in the next?
Totally
right.
You're so
it's a little
right.
crazy.
And
so it's hard to look at the standings and even realize like, wow, this team's played 8 less games than the other teams.
That's a great point.
So I know you said like kind of these teams are kind of falling out, but you're right. If you got to make up, half a dozen games down the stretch here when other teams are just kind of, resting, relaxing, getting that sunshine down here in SoCal, it's not going to be flying colors up there in Ottawa trying to chase these boys.
That's a great point by you. And you look at the Ducks and Sharks who played 40-41. Printzy, who we're going to bring in here right now, 34 games for the Flames. Oilers, 35 games. So, I mean, up dog, there's some teams that are going to have to make up some matches. It's crazy that you look at the Pacific Division, and obviously the Central's the wagon of them all, but it's a tight division. It's going to become right down to the wire, which is none of us, thought we would see. So it's good that the testing, listen, these guys are still going to take care of themselves. They're pros. They're not going to be fucking breaking, I don't know, protocol or whatever you're going to say. But I thought it should happen a couple months ago, but at least it's happening, right?
It's
and
happening.
Did we say it first?
The people are listening.
Did we say it first, buddy? Did we say stop the fucking testing? You're our guy. You're a social media guru. You're breaking the internet with making Team Canada. Thanks for having the top 4. Printzy, what's up, baby?
I will say, yes, Obes, Missin Curfew has been the first one out there to keep saying it. And you guys have been on it, too, every week saying stop testing. So we'll take credit for this one, boys.
I think so. We're going to take credit.
100%.
We're going to take it. We stirred the pot. And listen, in all seriousness, once Stevie Y said it, that's when I think everyone was like, well, if Stevie's saying it, then maybe
Stevie Y loves it.
Look at Stevie. Stevie loves it. Maybe these two dummies at Mr. Curfew know what they're talking about. But I think it's a great thing for sports, for everything.
They're pretty much in their own little bubble anyway, right? And they're on their own planes, and of course, like one guy, whatever. Yeah. It's time to just lace it up and get at it.
I agree. So I'm happy for the players, the PA. Good on you, NHL. Great job, up dog. Something that just broke here before we got in the studio.
Breaking the law.
Our boy Printzy is on it. Draisaitl. A little unhappy up there in Edmonton. How fucking cold is it up there right now? No wonder he's grumpy, fella.
Oh, are you talking to me? Sorry, Obes, are you talking to me?
Yeah. Updog lives in Newport Beach. Updog's house is nice.
I don't look at the weather there anymore. I look at the weather in Aspen and how much snow there is, and I look at fucking, is it going to rain down here?
Yeah. If it rains, Printzy, if it rains in Newport, we get like choked. We're like, what? Rain? Come on, are you nuts?
Yeah, I heard it. There's a couple podcasts ago, you guys were complaining about the rain, and I'm looking outside, and it's minus 37. I'm like, tough life, boys, tough life.
I do know
rain,
this,
not gonna kill you.
Printzy, you guys just went through the cold spell of ages. My brother said, like it was 3 weeks straight. You could not go outside over Christmas and New Year's. It was fucking crazy.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's maybe when you want to have the break for the old C protocol. You didn't want to go.
Yeah.
You don't want to leave, right? Imagine just getting in your car and having to go lace it up to block one off your ankle.
I lived it.
I know you
never played there. No, listen, I know how much you wanted to make the Oilers because you're an Oilers boy and you wanted to keep it. But when you would have got up in January and you get up for practice and it's still dark out and it's cold,
you're a little hung titty.
You're gonna start your car. You get to the rink, they're like, oh, there's the workout for you. You're like, holy fuck. What?
Totally.
I played 6 minutes last night. Why do I got to work out for an hour? I played 6 minutes.
That's why they built that nice dressing room though for the Oilers.
That was the lounge.
They had the fireplace there. You get the ping pong table. Nice, great
fireplace.
Lounge. Huge, nice 3-story fireplace.
Like real wood? No.
Real wood. Oh yeah, fire it in there.
Hey Rook, go out there and grab the fucking log for the fire here.
They built a great rink, but they had to. great gym, great facility to do your treatment. Nice tub, great tub, smoking tub.
Gotta have the tub.
106, I'd say the tub.
Speaking about smoking your tub, I went over there the other day and had a tub at your house. 104, that's National League.
Well, I knew you were coming, bud.
That's a guy who's not worried about the heating bill there. You keep her 104. I respect that.
Yeah, for sure.
I respect that. So
Heating bill.
electric bill? What is that? I don't know.
Nah, whatever. It's just wishy-washy, swammy.
Yeah, I mean, I appreciate it.
So yeah, let's touch on it though. Things aren't too good up in oil land.
So who was the guy? You knew him right away when Printzy
Jim
brought him up?
Matheson. Jim Matheson is, and Printzy brought this up, but Jim Matheson is a legendary reporter for the Edmonton Oilers and for the Edmonton Eskimos, so-called Edmonton Eskimos.
What are they called now? Eskimo
Who
or
knows?
Elks? The Elks, right?
The Elks. Jim Matheson wrote for a newspaper called the Edmonton Sun. He'd been there, I'd say he's there 35, 40 years. His face is always on the cover of the sports edition, and Printzy probably tell you. But anyway, Jim can be very dry. As we're going to listen, I think we should play this because this is going to be news this week. Things aren't happy up in Edmonton. I love Leon Draisaitl too, by the way. I love his fire. He's an incredible player. He plays in Edmonton, and he's got limited help around him. He did criticize me last year when I said the Oilers got beat all over the ice against the Winnipeg Jets in the playoffs when they got swept. His response was, really, did you watch any of it? And I said, Leon, it's not just...
Yeah, we watched all 4 games, bud.
But what I said, I'm like, I'm sorry you took that to heart. It's not against you or Connor. It's about the whole makeup of what your product on the ice. It's just not winning hockey. You can't win just having, 2 of the best players in the world go, and score 3-4 points tonight, and you rely on that. You can't. You need, Sidney Crosby and Malkin had Letang, had Fleury, had Kunitz, had, fucking all these guys around them to win championships. And that's why they won 3. Edmonton Oilers don't. And unfortunately, and I talked to Gretz, got a guy named, Wayne Gretzky this summer about it. And it was just like, unfortunately, this team isn't fixable in the short term. And if they try to, they're only going to put themselves back and back and back, in solution. And they don't have a goalie. And for our boy Smitty's hurt again. But still, Smitty's not the answer. They need a fucking guy that's a game breaker.
Yeah, I would say this about Smitty. If Smitty... Well, you know how it is with injuries. It's been hard on him.
I know injuries more than anybody.
If Smitty would have stayed healthy this year, I believe the Edmonton Oilers are not in this situation. I believe in Mike Smith. I'm not saying he's going to take you to win the fucking Stanley Cup. I don't know if Smitty's got that in him at 40. What is he, 41, Princey? Or,
he's 41.
He keeps himself in great shape.
Yeah.
I don't know that, but I don't think they're sitting right now 6th in the Pacific Division if Smitty's not hurt. But Uppy, right now, yes, they need to go get a goalie. Now... The Mad Russian, I'm not going home.
Khudobin
is fucking sitting in the Banana League, or he's the 3rd goalie for the Stars. If I'm Connor McDavid, I go, hey, Kenny, I know you're up against it, but go get this guy at least. Figure it out.
Yeah.
Our cap guy with the nerd up there with the glasses, hey, how can we get this guy
What's he making, $3 million? They probably don't even have $3 million to spend on a
Fuck, you
goalie.
call Arizona, what's his name, Armstrong. You go, hey, Army, Ken Hall.
Hey, Billy.
I got 19 Stanley Cups. You got none. I need you to do me a favor. I won't forget it. I need you to take some salary. I need this Khudobin guy. They're about to blow up the arena. If I don't,
people are knocking.
If I don't, the White Walkers are at the wall. If you don't, we're out of here. And Army's like, what's his name? Bill Armstrong?
Bill Armstrong, yeah.
He's like, okay, Kenny, I respect you.
Yeah.
Man, here's a 3-way trade. They're going to have to do something where another team like that is in on taking their salary up because, like you said, they can't even get that under.
So it's dog days, right? It's dog days. And it's, protocol days. Things aren't going well. It's cold. It sucks showing up to the rink, like you just said. They're not scoring like they did. They couldn't have kept the pace they were on. Connor was scoring 3 points a night. There's no way he's going to get 185 points. Who's going to step it up? Their power play was clicking at 60% for a while. I don't know.
50, 60.
It's crazy. So I just don't know. Before Kenny Holland rips all his hair out and decides what to do next, what's the fix? I don't know if bringing Evander Kane is the right question, but they might bring him in just because
they were bringing him in, and the NHL went, "Woo, slow down there, Kenny."
Really?
We got a few more fucking
investigations
T's to cross and I's to dot. Is that right? Yeah. Okay. They said he's not going to play right now, so they were going to sign him. And shout out to Cooley, he fucking called it. I was like, no way they're bringing this kid in. But desperate times, right? If you're Kenny Holland,
yep.
And obviously McDavid, and I just want to touch on McDavid real quick. And listen, we love him here. And I get it, right? I saw it with Louis in Vancouver, and we were good. right? But Louis is the starting goaltender, the captain of the team, and the same guys ask the same questions over and over, especially when you're losing. I just thought the way Connor handled it the other day with, I don't have the answer for you. Listen, I get it. I'm not in that position, but as the best player on the planet, as a captain of the Edmonton Oilers, unfortunately, Connor, you have to answer those questions. You do need to have an answer for them.
What's he going to say? Like, my team stinks? Like, we can't score?
It's up to him. That's a great question. I can't answer that for him. If he thinks goaltending's the problem, we need a goalie. If he thinks we're not playing good away from the puck, there's got to be an answer from him to the fans. I mean, if you're the best player on the planet, right? If it's me or you, no one gives a fuck what we think. But as Connor McDavid, and I get it, I would be frustrated too if I was him. You saw Draisaitl, and he's like, dude, I'm sick of answering your questions. But
they're not used to winning. They're not used to winning in the NHL yet. And he doesn't know how to answer questions. He can't say, like, this is what happened when we were winning, because they haven't really won. This is what happened when we went on a Stanley Cup run. And then he's too nice of a guy, and I love him. He's too nice of a guy to say, you know what, we need a better goalie. We need better goaltending. We need more D. We need secondary, third, secondary and third dairy.
Yeah, secondary scoring. Third.
Printzy
is third dairy at work.
So listen, it's just, what does he say? He needs help.
He goes to the PR guy. I just thought about this. He goes to the PR guy and says, well, who's the PR guy in Edmonton? Do you know his name or whatever?
I used to know the one.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Let's call him Billy. Hey, Billy, I ain't fucking talking today. Go get Puljujarvi, Yamamoto, Fogle, Keith, and all these guys that are underachieving to go answer the questions. I'm done talking for a week. Boys, I have a team meeting. Boys, I can't talk for this week. Fucking go talk. Because I'm leading the fucking team in scoring. I got 53 and 34. So you guys go talk.
Yeah, I love that.
I don't know. Maybe that's what he does. Because
he's too nice of a guy. He's, you know what? He's a leader, but he's not a great, he's not a great speaker. He just doesn't know. He sucks to talk about losing.
Oh, I know.
As a captain, though, that's your job. But he's not getting any help from what the organization has did in the last 10 years.
Yeah.
They're screwed.
So let's talk about this Jim Matheson. That's his name?
Jimbo.
Is he a good guy, or is he known for pissing players off, or?
Yeah, like I said, he's dry.
He is okay.
He writes talk in columns. Like, this guy will write fucking, let's just say 1,500 word like reports on every other day. The guy's like he's been around forever. He's a fossil. He's an old school motherfucker.
He was covering Gretter and the boys?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Holy fuck.
This guy's been covering Gretz and the boys.
Let the kids play.
Back when the boys were on the bus.
What a flick.
Right?
When I watched that for the first time, it made my heart warm.
Should we just take a break?
Gretter's just pinned.
See, that should be Connor and Leon. They should be getting pinned playing cards and
They're
fucking
not allowed
having
to do anything in Canada. They're not
I
even allowed
know.
to fucking imagine being up there right now, not winning,
I know. So that's what they're dealing with. Like, can they say this? Like, guys, fucking miserable as hell. We played 2 games in fucking 3 weeks, and we stink.
I mean, that loss against Ottawa, I thought, and listen, you played for Dave Tippett, and I respect him. I think he's a great.
The goalie, they didn't get one save in that game.
You can't piss.
They could not get a save if their life depended on it.
I know, that was a tough loss.
Poor kid too. Like, I know he called up. He had some great games this year, but he's not the answer. I don't know. It's got to be so frustrating to be an Oiler fan. And man, like, going to these games in the cold, and you just want to see you want to see Connor light the lamp and score those OT goals, celebrate out to the blue line, and get that fucking Rexall Center bumping.
Yeah,
it used to be Rexall.
Rogers Place.
It's Rogers now.
And we talk about how unforgiving the league is. It's like, I'm looking at the schedule here. They were supposed to play against the Hawks. That was postponed, but they got what's the date today?
18th.
They were supposed to play tonight. It's postponed. But they got Florida coming on the 20th. I don't know if that'll be postponed. And then they got Printzy's Flames. It's just, it's an unforgiving league, at Vancouver, in Nashville. Then they go to Montreal and Ottawa. They'll probably win those games. But the one guy I did hear him say, it was actually a pretty positive interview. What's his name, Printzy? Perlini. So it was out there today, and he basically was saying, we've lost, 8 or 9 straight, but in a blink of an eye, we got the best player on the planet in there. We got the guys. We could snap off 8 straight here. It could turn that quickly, is what he was saying. I think, Uppy, maybe that's how you got to go about it. Just try to stay positive. Like, listen, we're 1 win away. If you're McDavid, you go to the media. Listen, you guys can say all you want. We're 1 win away from fucking snapping 8 off here. If we get one, look out, because we're coming. I feel good. Draisaitl feels good. We're coming. I don't know if that's the
Got to get out of the funk, though.
I know, you need one.
They need like some sunshine and a Chinook to come over the fucking Rocky Mountains there to help them out.
Let's see if they're getting
They're
any-
really missing Nugent Hopkins, though.
Let's see if
too.
they're
Like,
getting any-
they have no, like, who do they have up the middle? That's, Hyman. Hyman's a great player, but they're playing Hyman on like the third line now.
Hyman's got 21 and 32. He's got 11 snipes. He's -9.
It's tough. It's a tough crack. I don't see Chris Russell out there. Darnell Nurse is playing way too much. Clefbaum has been hurt. Is
Russell hurt, Printzy?
Doesn't say he's hurt on here, but neither it doesn't say Nugent Hopkins is hurt either. But he's not
only
playing.
played 14 games. I mean, that's a guy I think you got to get in the lineup there. He just got the silver shin pads for blocking more biscuits than anyone. I think you got to get Rusty in there. He's probably hurt.
They need to do.
Well, Uppy, where's Devin Shore? He's not a bad player. Is he hurt? Like, I know he's a fourth liner. They're not this bad of a hockey club. I will say that. They weren't as good, Uppy, as I thought they were going to be. You were right. I'm going to have to take you, Nobu. But they're not this bad either. So, Draisaitl, McDavid, keep your head up. You're great for the game. We want to keep it going. Jim Matheson, lay off the boys. Hey, come on, Jimmy. Come on, Jimmy.
Yeah, I would just say to that whole thing, like, Leon, smile a bit.
Yeah.
They just smile. And
gotta be
no one's gonna give you shit if you're fucking smiling. Like, just fuck, your life's not that bad. Like, your team's not great, but like, you're pissed.
Yeah.
But then, like, at some point, just, smile and laugh it off and be like, fuck, 82 fucking games. Hey, why don't you lace them up out there? I'll fucking meet you in the corner, old Jimbo.
Yeah. Do you think you could do better? Come on out here. If you guys
Say something like that.
Yeah. If you think you could chip in, come on
Yeah,
out.
if anyone here wants to fucking play.
I'd be like, anybody on your beer league teams out there, know if you got a third or fourth line guy that can put the puck on the net, we're having open tryouts. Come on in. Me and Connor are going to be the coaches.
This is my chance.
We'll pick you up and get on there. What was I going to say? I forgot.
That's okay.
Yeah, that's a great point. We'll see how it plays out. I still think they get in the playoffs. Princey, I know you don't like that. I still think they get in.
No, I agree. I think they're going to get into, guys. I think they're going to turn it around. Like Perlini said, you can only be this shitty for so long, guys. They're going to, I believe they're going to turn around. Do I want them to? No.
Hey, I would love
I know you don't want them
to see the Edmonton Oilers record in the months of December, January, February, March for the last like 10 years.
You think it's
I
good or
bet you
bad?
they're fucking. I bet you they're.
Are they doing fucking?
I bet you they're no.
No.
I bet you they're running at maybe like 200. How would you put this? The winning percentage is like higher. If like 900 would be a good winning percentage, right?
Yeah.
They are like. I bet
really
you. I bet you those 4 months of dog days in northern Alberta, it wears on these guys.
You're saying. I see what you're saying. Okay.
I would love to see their record for like those 40 games in the middle of the season when it's fucking Siberia in Alberta.
You're not
And
going to
what
be
that
welcome
does.
back there pretty soon, fella.
I mean, fuck. They know people know this up
No, I
there.
know. I'm
But
just
they wonder,
joking.
like,
I
well,
know.
what's the secret sauce? It's not
fucking
fucking
Tim Hortons double.
double with the Timbits, but
Give me a fucking 20-pack of Timbits and a double.
I
Hey,
mean,
Princey, at least we get a game of the Battle of Alberta. I feel like there's been, one game of the Battle of Alberta this year? Has there been one?
Yeah, they played on opening night up in Edmonton, and the Flames got pumped, but then they went on a heater the very next night. So I think.
So are you going to go to the game at the Dome on the 22nd? They got the Flames at. Is that? Oh no, that's in Edmonton.
It's in Edmonton. Me and the boys. We're going to a bar. You don't get to do that a whole lot in Alberta. We're doing Battle of Alberta at a bar, so it'll be probably better than going to the Dome.
Mikko Koskinen, $4.5 million.
Good agent.
He's getting $1 million for every inch he's over 6'5".
Good agent.
Guy's fucking 6'8".
He'll be on the first bird back to Finland playing in fucking the old Liga League or whatever.
What
it's
was the
called.
team you had there?
I played for Hamelina.
Will he make that team?
He's probably too good for Hamelina. Although I love the fans there. They're fucking badass. Great people.
Was that the
Small
young
town,
Was
though,
that the
tiny
young
town.
one? The rower?
No, that was Austria. That was Austria. But that's for another time up, dog. We can get into that a little bit later. Oilers, keep it going. I'm pulling for you. I know Prince
So
is
am
not.
I.
We're
I
pulling
am.
for you here. Come on. We were thinking about going up for a playoff game and once the weather turned nice there, but might be a preseason game next year with the way it looks at it. So we'll see. Lots of time. I believe in Connor McDavid and Draisaitl. Smitty, get healthy. Fuck.
Yeah.
God, father time, I guess. But they need Smitty to just Get in the net and be consistent. But anyways, Updog, Trocheck, and Marchand came out today. Somebody said to Vinny Trocheck, our boy, you play like Brad Marchand. And he said, are you calling me a rat? And then Marchand came out and said, comparing me and him is like comparing a Lamborghini to a Prius. And we just talked about this with our girl Jackie Redmond on NHL Network, who we love. Great chirps both ways. This is what the game needs. More of this. More of this.
Social media wars are great wars.
Great.
Get that war in the metaverse and let's have a
Get
fucking
it going.
time.
If you don't like a guy, say it.
I agree.
I think it's great.
I agree. Is Vinny playing a little rough
Vinny's
these days
playing
or what?
I mean, you know what I've always liked about Vinny's game is he plays with an edge.
He's got edge, yeah.
Now, we're not going to say he doesn't quite chirp like Marchand or get in
nor
there.
does he score at will like Marchand. He's a great player. Don't get me. I love Troch as a player, but he's not. He's not Marchand caliber.
Well, it's crazy. Marchand's stats in the last how many years? 10?
Top 5.
He's top 5 in scoring. It's
Yeah.
like McDavid, Draisaitl, Marchand or something. Can you pull that up real quick over there, fella Prince? It's something like that.
He's Hall of Fame-esque. He's right there.
Yeah, for sure.
That
I
whole
got
line might
Trocheck.
get in the fucking Hall
Vinny
of Fame.
Trocheck's got, I love Vinny's game. He's got 8 goals, 16, 24, and 35. So, yeah, he's not,
Yeah, if you
That'll
date it
keep the
back
lights
to
on.
16, 17 Obes,
Yeah.
Marchand goes 85 points, 100 points, 87, and then 69 points in the half season last year, and then he's got 43 and 30 this year.
Wow.
Guy can speak whatever he wants. Guy can say what he wants.
Yeah, and he plays hard.
Does he like Lambos, I wonder?
Fucking
I'm not a Lambo guy.
I know one thing. You're not driving the Lambo in Boston right now, are you? Maybe he's got it in the summertime. Maybe he's got the Lambo. I'm not a huge Lambo guy either. If I was making that much bananas, I'd go like you showed me Hubie style. I'd go Ferrari. If I was making I could fit in a Ferrari now, but when I was playing, I would go Ferrari.
Jonathan Huberdeau has probably the nicest car in the NHL.
You know what I do like for Lambos though is that Lamborghini SUV. My neighbor Jody across the street has one. The
Have
black
you been
one.
in it?
I don't know, but it looks
Fucking
like
tight
the
in
fucking
there.
Batmobile.
Yeah, it does. What color is hers?
Black.
Not her panties. I'm talking about the car.
Car's black.
Okay.
Yeah, it's sick.
All right.
But is it tight in there? I've never been in it.
No, it's a tight car. Tight car.
Wow, it looks like
Drives
it-
like a fucking Lambo. It's a muscle car. Not
Yeah.
a muscle car. I mean, fucking,
Sports
luxury.
car.
Sports car.
But I think this stuff's great. I think, and this is two teams that, are probably going to see each other, right? They played in the playoffs a couple years ago. Boston knocked them out in the conference finals, I believe.
Two good squads.
Yeah.
Boston to me right now, and like you said, they're buzzing. They look great.
Yeah.
They're playing good. Tuca.
We're going to get into Boston. I just want to say Marchand, I was texting with Kevin Hayes today, and there was a quote about, how good Marchand's been with Jimmy Hayes' kids and hanging out with them and going over to their house and hanging out with kids in Dorchester. So, that's classy, man. That's, Hazy's looking down, appreciating that. So I thought that was pretty cool.
Of course. Shout out to, Marchand.
Marchand,
That's
good
epic.
job, man.
The whole squad, actually, they're great.
Yeah, but keep the Twitter wars going because A, it's good for the game, and B, it gives us content here at Missin Curfew, which we're always looking for,
Yeah.
Up
Obes,
dog,
they play tonight. The Bruins and Hurricanes play tonight as they're chirping.
they play tonight.
They play
Well,
tonight.
that makes
I
sense.
bet you
Well,
Troch would fight him.
Well, that makes sense. That's why
Troch would fight him. Ooh. Huh? Troch would fight.
Did I ever tell you how hard I hit Trochi one night?
In practice?
No, I get sent down from Calgary to Abbotsford.
Like at the bar?
No, I mean like in the corner.
Oh.
So I'm playing for the Abbotsford Heat. And we're in San Antonio, and Trochi just comes up from junior. So he's just like this big second rounder. I didn't fucking know. But anyways, he does a tight turn, and I kept coming. And he turned, and I hit him in the fucking corner. And like he was like down and hurt. Like,
no.
yeah, bad. Like he was all, I'm like, and the one guy on my team, the young kid's like, oh, that's like their biggest prospect. I'm like, wow. And then I play with him the next year. So I love Trochi. I loved his game. I loved playing with him. I think he might be over his skis if he fought Marchand, don't you? Or
No, I think it'd be great. I think
text him, tell him to fight him tonight.
Yeah.
Text him.
I don't think I need to. Its game starts in an hour.
Well, we better hurry up. Then.
If he's like you and me, he's on his phone, probably looking through, the chicks in Boston to see who's going. See what kind of, after, what was the Liberty Hotel? That's the one, right?
Where? In Carolina?
No, in Beantown.
Oh, where were
The old jail.
I don't know. where
Good
they
lobby
put me.
bar. Great lobby bar.
Was it good?
Oh, yeah. You get that escalator comes up.
I can't remember. I would just text Berard or Big Sexy and Matty Oya and be like, boys, you come to the game or where are we going after or what's going on?
Boston was my number one city for extracurricular activities. And I'll tell you why.
That leaves it wide open.
Because of Big Sexy.
Oh, God.
He lined up just some epic nights and good dinners. And I don't know what it was. If it was just, maybe it was a good scarf day or good jacket days there.
You like to rock a
I was
nice
seeing the ball well in Boston.
Yeah.
Maybe it was the curse.
I've partied with you in Boston. I've partied with you in Nantucket. You saw the ball well both places.
It definitely wasn't the curse of the Bambino.
There hasn't been many places where you haven't saw the ball well, my friend. I will tell you that. So
the good old days.
I think that's great for hockey. Up dog, Getsy gets the boys at Big Canyon tickets the other night. They want the Crosby's playing. They want to see Crosby. Never see him. So we go to the game, and we talk about physical play here. And this is no disrespect to the Ducks or Penguins, but this is Brian Gale, Thomas J. Doherty, and Evan Beauty Alert Knapp. 3 guys that like hockey but are not hockey guys. Probably the people that we were looking to kind of grab and get to our game, right? And it was a snoozer. They're like, where's the body checks?
The pond doesn't do
No,
much
I know,
good
but they're
either.
like, where's the body checks? Where's the stuff after the whistle? What's going on? And I said, boys, it's just not like that. And they all said, listen, I used to love to come to these games for the fights. Fighting's one thing, I don't need to get into that. But hits and scrums and chirping, and there was none of that. And these are just 3 average Cali dudes that are kind of like hockey that were like, nah, they probably won't go to another game this year because of that.
Got to wait for the playoffs.
I know, but we talk about skill and
I
speed
agree.
and this and that. Like, come on, man.
It's because we talked to Jovo today before the thing, and he's talking about the Florida Panthers, which we can get into too.
Yeah.
But he said like these fucking fourth line guys are making plays that Jovo in his whole career has never ever seen. So this is what we have. We have 12 forward guys trying to compete for the puck ultimately. Where before there was 6 guys on the ice at a time who didn't even need sticks, who were going out to be pure entertainment, pure physical fucking play. Like, and that was part of the game. That was what we enjoyed. Every guy had, if you didn't have an edge, you were basically like a fucking pussy. There wasn't many guys like that. Everyone had an edge,
yeah,
right?
For sure.
You had to have an edge.
Basically like a fucking pussy.
You were your first training camp. If you didn't get called upon to step up and maybe fight in your first camp, like you were.
I mean, it's a great point. There was guys that I played with that probably had the skill to play, but they just didn't have the jam to play in the
NHL.
If they were playing now, they would have played in the NHL.
Yeah,
right? They wouldn't have been down on the job. I'll have a sip with you, but.
Tasty.
Yeah, I guess my point is to you, when we talk about ESPN and TNT, we're going to talk about the TNT boys here. If we're trying to get fans, like there's people, that don't watch other sports for different reasons right now. Like, I don't know. I think the physicality, I don't know. I still think we missed it a little bit, up dog. But shout out to Getsy for getting the boys tickets. Fuck, Printzy, someone sniped me at that game. I was fucking, what happened there? Who was that?
I don't quite know. Is somebody just dropped into the DMs?
It's like fucking Tony Soprano up
Looked
there.
like someone was going to get
that's
whacked.
exactly what they said.
I was like, first thing I thought was a lot of dudes.
How many times did
No chicks in that
how many
picture.
cocktails?
I had a nice glow going. I was drinking,
Yeah.
what was I drinking? Skinny Margs, I think I was drinking. Had a couple at Big Canyon before. It was nice.
Nice.
I thought the atmosphere would be better with Pittsburgh too. Like their fans were kind of maybe everyone was just stoned in there. That's what I said to Doherty. Doherty's like, this is the quiet rink I've ever heard. I'm like, it's California. Everyone's baked. What do you expect? Look at that guy. He's just
They're
like,
fucking eating burgers.
he's
and
just like eating a hot dog. Like he doesn't even know who's playing. Eh? Everyone's stoned.
some of the food people put back at these games, quite impressive. Eh?
You can put me in that category.
You go with the fucking
I didn't even have
nachos and cheese.
I didn't even have a
and
dog. Not one dog.
There should just be In-N-Out Burger right in the arenas.
I agree. So, up dog. Do you want to talk about the Kodak Black thing real quick before this is our intro? Our intro is long today.
Kodak Black.
When I first saw it, we'll touch on it quick. I thought he was just drilling it from behind, full on.
100%.
How are you? I was like, Jesus, man.
Right in the suite next to all the Florida Panthers.
Like center ice, just drilling it from behind.
Thordy was probably here. He probably hear the guy next to him. I saw Thordy in that mix.
And then the video came out that she was just giving him a good old fashioned lap dance.
The old twerky twerk. I mean that's blue ball, so he might as well just shoved it right in there.
I don't know. Take her in the bathroom or so. I just was like, wow, this guy. I guess if you're famous, it doesn't matter what you do. But when I first saw it, I was like, did that really just happen?
I mean,
and I'm all for having a good time.
Can you get in trouble for that? You know, you paid for the suite.
I don't know. It's like Printzy. Is it like
Does that PDA?
sexual
Public display of affection?
Banging her from behind or what?
I don't know if he could get in trouble or not, but I think he actually was a guest at the NHL or something because they had it all posted on their social media and they deleted all the tweets and I have no idea.
So yeah, he just went full. I wonder if he had a couple too many old fashions and he was just He was just geared up, ready to go.
It was crazy. So
well, if there's a snooze fest at the game, that's one way to it's one way to get in the game.
yeah, listen, hey, I'm all for.
Before it was like you'd have to have a Red Bull and get
Yeah.
smoked in the corner. Now you just
They put the bathrooms in those suites for a few reasons. One of them, I think, is maybe to get in there and get after it. If you got one like that, just take
I agree.
I don't know. I mean, when I saw it though, I was like, is this accurate? Like, is he banging her at the game? Like, oh my God, that's like, even if you are a famous rapper, that's ballsy.
Do you think all the guys? It's too bad because I think it was behind the benches. But imagine you were playing and
had to
seen
have been
that.
behind
I
the
would be
benches.
like, guys,
Oh,
just
you would have skated off the ice, jumped on the elevator, and tried to go up and get involved. Hey, slide over here, bud. I'm sure you're missing your shift.
just step all over the concrete with your skates. Hey,
You'd be
just
like,
trainer. I need
my
to
groin's in one. I gotta go see a trainer real quick here. I'm done. So,
I'll meet you guys on the bus.
Oh,
Go get them, boys.
hey, listen, we're all for selling the game here. And Kodak Black, attaboy, way to sell it. I'm sure wherever he went after that game would have been a nice time too. I'm sure his night didn't end at the BB&T Center there. I'm sure it
Right
went
down to YOLO.
Yeah,
right on Los Olas.
mixing it.
Hey, what a good time that
You
was.
took a bite out of that, town fella. I had a little nibble with you, but you took a bite out of it. So, Printzy, you did it, fella. We woke up in the morning. I see this Team Canada. I know I'm like, Printzy the first thing I thought was this Printzy just made Uppy's day. Because Uppy wants on this team, and Uppy's going to be like, let's go win gold, which I think he said. And I was like, wait till the comments. And when I looked at it, I'm like, people might bite on this. And then I saw me in the top 4. And obviously people on Twitter were like, I had a feeling this was long. I thought this was real until I saw Obie in the top 4. And I was like, hey, but I'm light on my feet. How did it all come together, Printzy? You killed it. 4 million people in 24 hours. Heater texted me from the hot tub, cold tub in Hermosa Beach, having a fucking cold one.
Get ready, Heater.
I said, Heater, how the fucking legs feeling, fella? He said, I don't know. I was like, I can stand in front of them on the power play. How did it come about? It was a great idea, man. Great job.
Well, that's what we do. That's what our social media guy, that's what you want out of your social media guy. What I try to do. I'm trying to get out there, guys. I'm trying to do stuff that other people aren't going to do.
Or copy, you can say.
Yeah. Or I could just be like the other podcast and copy everybody else. But the idea came out when the US dropped their roster the day prior. So that would have been on Thursday. And I kind of looked at it and I was like, that looks just terrible. And people were just ripping it apart. So I was kind of sitting there Friday night thinking like, should we put it out there? Hey, this is the team Missin Curfew, Team Canada, to see what people think. And then I thought, you know what? No, I'm going to go big with this. I'm going to put it out there and see how many people actually think this might be real. And I think I did a pretty good job of blending it so it looks real. But at the same time, there's guys on there that you're like, come on, like Freddie Brathwaite. And yeah, you know what? Maybe if I moved Obie down the depth chart a little bit, then
whoa, not too much far. You should have just put me there. Actually, you know what? I could beat out. Fuck it. I could beat out Carlo Koliakovo. And who's the other guy? Caden Gull. Who's that? I could beat him.
Well, that was Canada's team. That was the junior team captain.
Oh,
So
Good player.
for World Juniors.
Yeah, good
he's
player.
a good D-man.
So I mixed.
I got more
a couple
experience,
World Junior guys in there.
Yeah, I like-
That's what made it real.
Yeah.
That's what made it real.
That
yeah,
is what made
yeah.
it real. And you had the Legion of Poon line together. Fucking
Yeah, I
epic.
had the Legion of Poon, and I put Connor Bedard with Heatley and Tutu, and that just exploded. And guys, I thought it was gonna be like a laugh, a gag for like an hour, but my phone exploded. I don't know what your guys' phones. Mine exploded for a full 24 hours. It would not stop. And
I
like
had
Saturday night, I was
Yeah.
laughing. I was having a drink Saturday night, going through and just looking, and so many people being like, "Oh my god, I'm so hyped! I'm gonna stay up overnight and I'm gonna watch this now. This is so cool! I can't believe I get to see Danny Heatley." And I'm like, people actually think this is real. Like, I can't believe this. So, I know. I'm just
I
trying
would
to do
say-
something cool, guys.
How old's Mitchie? We're 38. Mitchie's what,
Mitchie,
41?
babe?
42?
Yeah, he's a little older than that. I'd say he's 44.
I'm going to say with a couple adjustments to the squad, and you got to give us, I need 12 months. I need a full calendar year. You would have needed to tell me last year that I'm playing. That's how much work I have to do ahead of me. And the first 4 or 5 months, I would need a massage therapist on call every day. You know, I would be in one. But Printzy, I would have made a couple adjustments.
I would have too after looking at it.
Dave Bolin,
Yeah.
I would say Connor Bedard. I love you, buddy. You're going to be a good player. See you later. Boley slides in there. Thordy's on our fourth line.
Yeah.
Jovo, Scott Hartnell for the windbag probably, or Steger.
Right.
And then you got to have Stoley, babe.
Stoli Babe's
yeah.
got to be.
Stoli Babe for probably Patty Marlowe.
Fuck, he's ready to go.
Yeah.
I seen him on TV this day. He's looking good too.
Fuck, he pulls
Stoli's
up,
always
he
in
pulls
shape.
up the zip up sweaters. He looks good on there, doesn't he?
Yeah, he sure does. Sure does.
Well, I went after a few guys that were kind of joking around, like Obie was online saying, "Put me in, coach. I'm ready to go." Like Mark thought it was going. He said he was going to go, so I'm like, I better put him in. And sure enough, there was a bunch of guys that just played along with it. And like Mark Mathod's tweet being like, "This is such an honor, and I'm proud of my family." Like they bought into it. And like Bieksa and Kolyakovo and Mathod and PA Parento, they all played along. I did not.
Oh,
Listen,
Lupul's.
you're hearing from me first. I did not text or message any of these guys and play along. They just did.
Lupul's
I know.
Lupul's response to PA's was so great. PA's like,
I got it right
oh
here.
my God, I guess I better get ready. Loops is like, well, you got some time because it doesn't look like you're going to be in the opening lineup.
He goes, judging by the lineups, you got some extra time to get in shape there, bud.
You had him on the 5th line. Fuck, was that funny?
Lupul's the fucking best texter in the league when it comes to that stuff. Yeah, it was a great idea by you, Printzy. And the fact that you made it look legit like that, I mean, fuck, you
I spent
knocked
some
it out of
time
the
on
park.
it. Yeah, my wife was laughing because she was sitting on the couch and she was watching me, and she said I was just laughing the whole time while I was making it. Because in my head, I'm like, this is gonna work. I know this is gonna work.
It was great, buddy. So we appreciate your hard work like always. That was awesome. Updog's still hoping that team's going to come through. I don't know. I mean,
Fuck, it's crunch
would
time.
we-
I'm
I'll tell you
fucking
what.
doing extra.
trying to
man.
keep that squad in the COVID protocol in Beijing, good luck.
No
You would be
chance.
greasing the fucking guys at the door. What do they take over there? What's the currency over there?
Some
I
good
don't
clubs
remember.
in Beijing. No, there actually isn't. Shanghai,
None?
there was.
There's
Ugh.
nothing in Beijing?
No, I don't think so. Where's the hockey being played over there anyway?
I think
No
Beijing.
idea.
I think Beijing. You played Beijing.
I played in
and
the Mercedes Arena in Shanghai.
Shanghai. That's the other. Yeah.
That's a Mercedes-Benz Arena. It's actually pretty cool. And then
Is that
in
where the
Beijing,
KHL
we
team
played. No, they're in like they're the Bears or something, right? They're like
They're called the Coolan Red Stars or something, aren't they?
Coolin. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't
Do they
think
go
that's
back
in
and
Beijing.
forth? No, that's not. Yeah.
I actually no idea. Who
know-
cares?
You
Actually,
don't remember. You just remember they had good dumplings and.
unless
I
they
can
did.
imagine a couple-
good soup
I can-
dumplings
I
and
can-
those Sing Taos.
I can,
Those are good.
House.
Those are good beers.
I can remember. I know a couple places you found over there, though. We don't need to get into that, but I know you probably found a couple establishments.
You sure did.
Printzy, great job, buddy. We love that. To the fans, to the guys like Juice, Mathod, Heater, Loops that had fun with it. Thank you. That's all we were really going. Or Printzy was going for. That was all him. All right, yeah, boys. Sorry. Who would be the coach of that team? We were just on NHL Network. We gave Dave Reed the GM job because he looked good in that suit, even though he was rocking a turtleneck. Who's the coach? But he's in the NHL. He can't be in the NHL anymore, right? I know. Travis Green.
Greener.
Travis
good
Green.
choice.
Travis Green's the head coach of that
Should we
team.
make Hitch the assistant?
You like Hitch?
Yeah, fuck, he'd be fun over there.
Yeah, I don't know. I just think of Hitch as like painful, but that's just because I could hear him yelling.
No,
at
but
guys
you
on
just
the
tell
ice.
him to shut up. Just be like, Hitch, you're gonna come over. You know, we need your presence, but you're not allowed to fucking squeal at anybody.
Travis Green.
Hitch should be fun over there.
Okay. Travis Green's the head coach of that team, though. You heard it here first on Mr. Curfew.
Yeah.
Updog, on a serious note, the team was announced. Good for these girls, man. They work so hard to go over and compete on these things. How much they love the game, how hard they work, how much they love playing with each other. It's amazing. We got a couple girls that like Missin Curfew. Mm-hmm. Who are they, Printzy? Fire them out for us here, fella.
Yeah. Quick here, guys. We didn't want to skip over the girls. The girls got announced last week. No, nothing's changed from them. They're still allowed to go. These girls play hard. I don't know what it's like in the States, but their games are broadcasted all the time here. So I get to watch them all the time. And whenever they're playing the States, they hate each other. Oh my God. They're hitting each other and they're slashing, they're fighting after the whistles. So we just want to show our support to the girls that are going to go over there and going to play. And, you know, they're going to have a good time and they're going to have a good team. But just a couple quick names like Melanie Dios, Brianne Jenner. We've got Sarah Nurse, Natalie Spooner. She's great. Marie-Philippe Poulin is the Sidney Crosby of Canadian women. She is amazing. Scores an incredible amount of OT goals. Blair Turnbull, Emryn Smashmeyer's the goalie. And then the two shout-outs I want to give, Jamie Lee Rattray and Aaron Ambrose. They are avid Missin Curfew supporters. They like all of our stuff. A lot of these girls
There we
did
go.
they did message us when Jimmy passed away and sent a lot of good messages. So I want to give my support to these girls. And Jamie and Aaron, you know, there's always an open invitation to come snap it with us because you're big supporters. So go Canada, go.
Good luck.
Well said, Printzy. Fuck, you really turned into a seasoned pro here on Mr. Curfew.
They
right?
sure
You
has.
don't even need us. You want to just get out of here? We'll let Printzy take it from here. Hey,
Sure has. I think he just got excited to talk about the girls.
Printzy, that was good, bud. That was good flow, good rundown, good passion. Yeah, listen, I like it. I'm all for it. Go get them. Who else is good? Finland good nowadays? Finland's not bad, right?
Finland?
For the girls, they do all right.
I
don't
think
they?
Finland's a powerhouse.
They're a powerhouse.
Yeah, they're
Sweden?
fucking- you played there.
How about the
Sweden's
Russian?
usually good.
Are the Russian girls any good?
I don't know.
Are
It's
they?
always
But
a
I
good
know-
American-Canadian battle.
No, I know
it's
that.
a good
I
North
know that.
American
I know
battle.
that.
But you're right. No, I think women's hockey's been picking up. Like, there's a lot of...
No, the Canadian girls are great. American, they play so hard. It's great.
It's just nice to see that international competition is allowing this to happen, because I feel like the girls have gotten just screwed with their world
Yeah.
championships and the under 20. You know, it's been unfortunate. So this is great.
And they work so hard, man. You know, like, listen, playing the show, we're so lucky, right?
They would blow by you, put it through your legs, toe drag, shelf. The girls are good.
Let's not get carried away here now, right?
I
I
know,
keep
I'm
them to the
serious.
outside. I keep them to the outside, ups.
Yeah, I know, but
Keep them to
they
the outside.
can-
They're not coming anywhere inside ice on me. I keep them
Listen.
to the outside, bud.
soft mitts, good on their edges,
They got good edge work.
and they can shoot it.
Who was the girl and the fastest skater? Remember, she does some stuff with ESPN now, the American girl. She was just buzzing.
Kendall Coyne.
She didn't lose by
She
that
was
much
flying.
to Connor.
You know what I loved about her, too, is she went no bucket. When I saw it,
No
I'm like,
bucket.
look at her.
You
no
well
bucket.
respect the no bucket.
I respect it. Hey, is the Spooner girl on that team related to the Spooner in the NHL, or is that just neither here nor
Yeah,
there?
I think she is. Yeah.
All right, well, girls, go get the gold. We love it. We'll be watching. Updog, DraftKings, baby. They're sponsoring the skills competition. We will be in Vegas. Printzy's coming. The Hall Pass team's coming. I booked Printzy's flight today on the old WestJet. I got him. I got him row 27, seat B, right by the
I don't
pisser
care.
for you there.
He
Mike.
actually don't care.
I thought maybe
I
if
don't
you
care.
if you
Get
gotta
me
take
outta
a
here,
piss,
boys.
you gotta get. No, I didn't. Listen, I got you the extra leg room, fella. You're gonna be up there fucking naturally. Got you extra leg room.
Thanks, fella.
Updog, DraftKings Skills, NHL All-Stars brought to you by, like I said, DraftKings. Here are the squads, Updog. Look at the squads here. What team, the 3-on-3, you know how I feel about the 3-on-3 nowadays. Yeah, I think it's getting a little stale.
I know it is, but
And
it's exciting.
I think the NHL 3-on-3 is also getting a little stale. But I'm going to be up-spirited here because we're going. What team do you, Updog, is going to be doing the fucking? What do you like, bud? If I had to tell you to pick one right now, which one to you jumps out at you?
I mean, let's go, baby. Let's go. Pack division.
There are
Western
additions to
Leaguers.
these teams too. The guys got voted in while we were recording.
Yeah. No, we got Stammer, Stammer in the Atlantic, Troy Terry in the Pacific,
Kadri,
Kadri
In the Central.
Stack Central, and then who uppy? Jake
Gensel.
Gunsel.
Yeah.
Should have been Yossi.
Should have been Roman Yossi. Guy's got 40 points, sick hair, sick suit, sick flow.
But it's either Kadri or Yossi. So that was actually the
That's
Probably
the
the right
problem.
move, yeah.
problemo.
Shit.
Honorary mention though. He's
screwed-
in. Like, listen,
I screwed that up on NHL.
he's one.
at work
These
today.
boys are one.
Where
block
were you on that one?
One block shot away from taking, like a whatever. Joel Pavelski lays down a block of shot. All of a sudden, like
I'm gonna agree.
Josie's in there.
I'm gonna agree with Nathan McKinnon again because I love the way he plays. And I love everything about him. I don't know if we need every team to go, and I'm looking like Yoshi's out, and Clayton Keller. Up, you tell me he's got 14 goals, 15 assists, 29 points in 37 games. Is that on a shitty team? Is that pretty good? Like, does he deserve to go for Arizona, or would you rather see Roman Yossi, who's leading the team in scoring and maybe going to be a finalist? for
Yeah, totally.
I don't know, it's-
no, it's a great comment. I think every team, it's nice to send a guy. Like, if you're that team that just never has a guy that goes to the All-Star game, it's just like it's like bad news bears, But
show up, boys.
in
Come
this,
on, we need
in
an
this
All-Star this
case,
year.
like, how many times do you have such a great start to your career and you deserve a spot, but you play with Nathan McKinnon on your team? So your chances, or McCarr, your chances of going are slim to none. But all of a sudden, you're leading your team in points like a guy like Kadri, and you're having to fucking weasel your way in.
Yeah.
This is a valid point, and I think they bring the best players.
Yeah.
They make this thing old school. Fucking bring the best guys. This isn't a fucking charity contest, right? Not everybody's getting a medal at the fucking All-Star game.
What about 4-on-4? Is 4-on-4 better than 3-on-3? Is it more? I know it's an extra guy here. What do you? I like.
You don't have to move as much.
I like 4-on-4 hockey. I don't know. Like,
Yeah.
Printzy loves 3-on-3, so I'm not even gonna ask him over there. He's gonna fucking sandbag me and be like, that's fucking unbelievable.
I don't know.
I'll do that in person.
I mean, 4-on-4, it's more realistic. I don't
They
know.
should make the ice smaller.
For the All-Star game.
Yeah, like a little miniature rink, 3-on-3. Like almost cut it in half.
That's not a bad idea.
You know,
But how do you do that for
have 2 rinks going at the same time,
double matches?
double matches.
Wow.
So it's not as long and boring.
Yeah.
You just fucking get to the action. A lot of good goals.
I always liked, even growing up, we talked about the old.
They should just play pickleball.
We talked about the old school jerseys. I remember the old, like, Campbell Conference, Smythe Conference.
Great jerseys.
What was it? The Norris? What were the divisions?
Campbell Conference.
Campbell Conference and Smythe Conference, right?
Smythe, yeah.
Is that it? Yeah.
Campbell.
Yeah, those were great. But for me, even growing up as a kid, the skills comp is what I wanted to watch, right? Because the guys were out there without their helmets on. They were the hardest shot. Remember Ray Bork?
Laser beams.
With the
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 target.
skills competition is what I'm saying, to me, is more exciting than the All-Star game, no matter what format they've used.
I agree. Although I'll say this, because we're not young anymore, you're discussing a time when you were young and hockey was like everything you watched. And it was so fucking cool to see these guys just not in a game.
Yeah.
You see them with their helmets off and you see them laughing and talking, and it's all the best players in the world, where these young kids now get to see like Connor McDavid skate around as fast as he can and do these little drills. Like, there's something
true.
cool for a young kid now that, you know, we were young kids and we had opinions now. Now we're older. We're like, this is cheesy, but you know,
So you're saying
it's
with
a
all
product of the game that I think we still need.
with all the social media and seeing McDavid do drills behind the
Yeah,
scenes,
yeah,
we never
it's-
saw that, right?
I think ours is better than the basketball, although the dunk contest is what they.
I like the
they
3-point shooting contest in the NBA.
So that I like that too.
The dunk contest is, I mean, I like the 3-point.
The 3-point's great.
He's heating up.
Fucking rights.
Okay, Uppy, can I go first to pick who I think is going to win?
The game?
Yeah, we can change it too.
I said Pacific.
We're gonna do a. Oh, you did.
Well, you asked
Oh,
me,
you did?
so
Okay.
I said the pack.
Fuck, I was gonna take them too.
Okay, well let's. No.
Who do you like, Printzy?
I like the Metro boys. I do. I like our goalie Freddie.
Adam Fox
Obie.
is gonna be fucking out there. Mm-hmm. Freddie.
I mean, they're all gonna be great. I can't wait to see
They're
the
all
Central. Either,
There's
too.
no way you like. Really?
How's
you like
that
the Metro?
How is that McCarr gonna
Well,
be
I
out
like
there?
the Pacific, but you picked them, so I can't.
How did Chris Kreider get on this squad?
He's got fucking
28 goals.
Yeah, man.
28
Oh yeah.
snipes.
I know. I used to hate on him. Uppy, I used to hate on him too, but he's proven me wrong.
Sorry.
No, it's okay.
Did that whistle hurt in your ear?
No, my ear's itching.
His
Game's actually. I used to
wow.
think he was a stupid hockey player, like not good at vision, not good hockey IQ,
Wow, that
but
contract's looking good.
28 snipes. But he's playing with the bread man, isn't he?
Either that or Zibanejad. And I
I'm telling you what.
Zibanejad was supposed to be in there, but he pulled out.
I'm gonna
Adam
go Central
Fox.
Division. I'm gonna go Central Division because I got my abs. Fucking Nate Dogg, McKinnon. I'm going Central. McCarr. Are you gonna reach out to McCarr and tell him the boys are coming or what?
You want me to fire him a DM?
Yeah, fire him a fuck. Say it's Printzy. Remember me? I'd be like, no. He who.
So Timo Meyer got in there.
Timo Meyer had 5 goals last night.
I know he did. He's just a big old Swiss slasher.
I mean, look at the Atlantic team too. I mean, you got fucking Campbell and Vasilevsky and Ned Hedman, Rasmus Dahlin. Let's have a look at his numbers. Are they all-star numbers?
You know what stands out though is how good of a goalie John Gibson is, and I think he's
Gibby.
going to steal the show.
I was texting with Gibby today. Yeah, Gibby's a beauty. Dahlin's got 23 points and 38. He's minus 13. Those are pretty good numbers for. And he was a first overall pick. I got that.
Let's put a bottle of Camus on the MVP.
Okay, I'll take.
You
Nate,
get to go
I'll take
first.
Nate McKinnon.
You got McKinnon. Mm-hmm. Okay, I am going to take. Let me ask you this.
Ask me.
Why why isn't Jonathan Huberdeau on this team? I got Jonathan Huberdeau
You
to
do?
win the MVP.
Nice. I like that.
Yeah.
I was hoping Matty Tkachuk would get on there too. I guess that's right. Who got on there for your Flames? You got
Johnny.
Johnny Hockey.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's a good pick.
That was a good pick, yeah.
Staying with the All-Star game, boys. It's a little segment presented by GoodLife called All-Star Swag. The jerseys. Up dog. You're a stylish guy. You got a stylish shirt on right now with the button down. And it's looking good.
Thanks.
Do you like these jerseys? I mean, we're talking Vegas, baby. The Vegas Strip, Spearmint Rhino, everything that goes on with Vegas. And we come out with a white and a fucking blue jersey.
They should have just had the Rhino on one.
Yeah.
And then like Wet Republic on the other one. And then like I'll meet you at one and then the other.
Yeah. Right?
That's what they should have done. Big old Rhino,
I thought they should
Rhino
have
cock on the one.
Oh, you almost made it through one without saying cock. Hey. I thought they would have
It's a
went
Rhino.
like black, gold, and silver, and then I don't know. Like, what did you think, Printzy, as a fan? Did you think it was like I thought they were? I was shocked at how not flashy they were.
Yeah, no, I agree. I kind of thought that they do the theme of the city. Like, remember a couple years ago in Nashville, they kind of had the yellow ones.
With the guitar.
Yeah. I thought that they were going to do a little more gold, like you said, Obie. I thought maybe there'd be a shot in the dark that they would go like retro. Like, remember when they had the orange and the black ones? And then back in the day, they had like those Dallas Star purple ones. And so I thought they might have done a little retro, but it is what it is, boys. It's one weekend.
I'll tell you where the NHL screwed up.
Well, no, but we're trying to sell these fucking jerseys.
I know. They should have used Jersey Lab. Jersey Lab would have done a good jersey.
Yeah, they would have. They got me. They got. Hey, shout out! Thanks for putting that picture up of Porter. Porter's got his home white 55.
Porter's got the
Porter.
home whites. By the way, our listeners, have you seen our white jerseys?
They're sick.
Epic.
They're
Like
fun.
we want to get on the road and wear these whites. That's what we need.
Don't worry. Bring your white jersey to Vegas,
Yeah.
baby. We're getting
so
on the
Jersey
road.
Lab. Do we got we need all those men's league teams up in Canada to get these jerseys, by the way.
Yeah.
Order the fucking stack of Missin Curfew. Put 69 on half of them, 99 on the rest, 87, 97.
Yeah, they make good stuff, Jersey Lab, man. Yeah, they make great stuff. We still need to have a men's league tournament someday, but we got to wait for COVID to end one step at a time here. So that was brought to you by our good friends at GoodLife, All-Star Swag. I'm a little disappointed. Maybe when we see them close up, they might have a little more pop to them. But up, dog, we talk about, our boy Biz, NHL and TNT, Rick Talk, and I love Talks. They're doing a great job. Shout out to Jackie Redmond. She did her first game, Boston versus Montreal last week. That was a fucking great hockey game, by the way. Give Montreal credit. They were the Laval Rockets, but they played hard. There were scrums. Right? Did you watch that game? There were scrums. It was like,
That's the way it's supposed to be.
fucking blood, fucking rights. I'm like, here we go. Original
Let's
six.
go, boys.
It's okay if someone gets punched in the face. It's okay.
I know.
We signed
Hey,
up for
cancel
it.
culture. This is what it is.
It's okay if someone gets punched.
We're
with a glove
fucking
on.
barbarians out there.
Elbow him or
Get
something.
him. Kick him in the nuts.
She did a great job, and then Biz and the boys tried to break the stick. Rick talks. I love you, and that's exactly how you do it, Uppy. When you come off and you turn one over, and
I've broke more sticks over the boards than
and you know your night's over. You
Most.
try to smash it like that on the bench with the rubber. It usually breaks right away. Talks with the cement floor. It kept sliding on him, and then your boy Biz, he tries to go over the knee.
He just needed to saw it a little bit.
Go to the trainer, or I guess in this case the producer, and be like, "Hey fella, saw that a bit."
What's harder to break? One of those sticks or a baseball bat over your knee? Right?
Baseball bat from
A fucking
from Binger and
baseball bat.
Maxie and the
Who leads the league
Maxie.
in
What's
breaking
that booth called? What would you call your booth?
penalty box?
The control room. Thank you. Fucking right. It's the
Control room.
From the control room, they say baseball bat. Yeah, fucking wood bat. Oh, that's hard.
Yeah, who leads the charge in breaking those baseball? Those motherfuckers are
Bo
big.
Jackson.
Bo Jackson breaks it like a goddamn fucking.
And then like
toothpick.
Conseco, when he was juiced up, must have broke a couple. That whole steroid era, those guys, those bats look like toothpicks.
Can you imagine
in their
how
hand.
pissed off they must have been just roided up and
Remember Barry Bonds would come up all juiced up and hit that fucking cove like it's going out of style? Now you fly a Giants game on, the guys can't even get it to the outfield. It's like Bonds was up there just like fucking guys out with nets. Now there's nobody out there, right?
Fuck no.
No.
You haven't seen a boat in that water since.
Listen, this is probably not a popular. I miss the steroid era in baseball. I
Yeah.
loved it.
It's like
Remember
the golden
McGuire
era in
and
the
Sosa
WWF.
just hitting home runs every.
I know.
It was great.
We're getting soft.
But you got hey, shout out to Biz and Talks, man. And Answer Carter's doing a nice job. But that's great. That's the stuff we were talking about, right?
They're killing it.
Biz is killing it.
I agree.
Biz is killing it. So, shout out to our boy Weegsy, baby. Look at this, 100 points. He already beat me in points.
Did he?
Yeah.
You didn't get a
I
Hyundai.
think I got like 91 or something. Printzy,
How
how
many
many points
kills,
I get? Fucking 1,500.
Give or take.
Give or take a few.
20.
I don't know. 500 maybe. I don't know. Printzy.
No, you got 92.
92. Prince. So Weegsy, I passed the torch on to you. Look at this. Also became the third Panthers D-man in history, McCabe and Kulikov, you play with, to
good
collect
kid.
3 points in the first period of a game. God, that's got to feel good, ups. Even when I get 1 assist in the first period, I was like, the rest is gravy here.
You'd be on your phone just ready to work whatever you could find for after the match. 3 points in the first.
Yeah, as long as I don't come out of this
Boys, I'll
blind-
meet you after the game. I'll meet you after the game. I'm done here.
So Weegsy, 3 goals, 25 points, plus 22, 45 pims. I'd like to see those pims up a bit, Weegsy. Congratulations to him. Uppy, just talk on your former squad. The Panthers are doing some fucking, as we like to say at Missin Curfew. Maybe start with your boy Hubie.
Hubie. My boy Hubie is he's on another fucking planet. Obes.
Right?
He has been by far a noticeable standout. He was going to play fucking top minutes on this Canadian Olympic team should they not, should they have went.
He's got
I wrote a couple
53
things.
points in 38 games.
Is that what he's got?
53 and 38.
These guys have scored 16 goals in the last 2 games. You talk about your first period overs.
I was just going to say.
Hammer time.
DraftKings, get the app. First period over. I got Florida tonight. Who are they playing tonight? Let me look.
Shout out to our boy Ed Jovanovski, Jovo Cop. We spoke to Jovo before we jumped on the pod here. He made us laugh a few times, but he said these guys are some home beasts, like home wagons. They're fucking 21 and 3. They're going on a big road trip. Actually, are they in Calgary tonight?
Princey, Florida, Calgary tonight.
Florida and Calgary.
They are. Yep.
Are you going
Sam
to the
Bennett coming
match?
back to Calgary. No, boys. There's no point going to the dome and wear a mask. Can't drink. No
Can't
way.
drink.
What happens if you were in that barn and you didn't have your mask on? And you put a bunch of
Hold on.
beers in your pocket.
Are they not selling beers?
You can have them, I think, in the lobby area, but you can't
Oh,
have
it's like
anything in
fucking
your
European
seats.
soccer. They won't let you bring it in because there's a bunch of hooligans ready to just throw it on the
I've heard
field.
it all now. I've heard it. Like the Canadian inside me just died a little bit more, Princey. You can't go to the
Yeah,
Calgary
it sucks.
Flames game and have a beer in your seat.
Nope.
Oh my
It
god!
sucks. Yep. So there's no point. So me and the fellas. are
Although
getting
you could be in
together tonight.
Florida and fuck a girl in the fucking
Yeah.
You can go straight pipe in the suite
can
at
go
the
straight
BB&T
pipe
Center. Where's your mask? Oh, don't worry about it. Where's your mask? Fuck, I forgot my mask.
that and the domer. I forgot both. Fuck. But look at the oh wow.
I mean, listen, I took first period over Florida Calgary tonight. They're humming, man. And what Joel said to you on the phone or to us on the phone, they're off the rush uppy. They are fucking exciting, man.
Exciting, doing things that no one's ever seen before.
No, I know.
They got speed. Their fucking coach. Well, coach has just walked into fucking
They've kept them humming. You got to give them
Beast.
credit. You got to give them credit after losing
Andrew
Q,
Burnett.
Yeah, it's
He's
pretty
taking
impressive.
these. Yeah, totally.
So we got to give Printzy some love. Printzy, you did pick him to win the Stanley Cup, and I want to piggyback something on top of that. I love this team. I picked him to win the Atlantic, Printzy. They need a veteran. They need one more veteran D-man, a left-handed shot D-man, in my opinion. I think Mark Giordano is the perfect guy. I don't know about the cap and all that. I would need help on that.
A lefty D.
They need a lefty D.
Shane O'Brien, 55.
74 I wore there. Hey, dust off my jersey. 74.
74.
Princey, can you find the goal? If you find this fucking goal, Princey, up dog. I'm on a PTO. There's
Yeah.
17 people.
He's got it. Are you
There's
kidding me? He's
17
fine.
people in the building. Up dog's going down the ice. I think he's looking at himself in the glass while he's skating, and I'm like, Beavertown. I'm like, up dog. He fucking stops, turns back, goes to his backhand, mind you, National League, feathers a sauce pass, and I close my eyes. But we celebrated like it was Game 7, and Mackenzie
Is that against
Weegar,
Dallas.
Weegsy, yeah, I go down, I get sent down to the jungle.
It was in Florida, so
Yeah.
it was in Florida.
Dale
Florida
Collins sends me
down.
down.
Okay.
And Weegsy goes, hey, man, I didn't know that you got like over 500 games. Why were you and Uppy celebrating like that when he scored that goal in preseason? I'm like, dude, he's my best friend. I was on a PTO. He's like, basically chirping me. But I think I love their squad. Hubie, Eki, this Verhaeghe's come out of nowhere. Reinhardt, drunkest guy I've ever seen in my life at Coachella. Drunkest guy I've ever seen at Coachella. And then Barkey. I mean, Barkey's unbelievable. So we're pulling for these guys. We're going to go there. We're going to go there and watch them in the playoffs because we're pulling for these guys big time. So keep it going to South Florida. Updog, a guy who we love here too. Style, loves it. He's probably doing some serious damage off the ice in Toronto. Matthews, 10 straight road games with a snipe.
Jeez.
I was just hoping to play in 10 straight road games in a row. He's got 10
I went 10
sites.
straight road games with a kill.
Well, I know that, but that's pretty impressive. I know, granted, and listen, I'm going to sound like an old dinosaur again here, but like going on the road's not kind of like it used to be, right? Like
Definitely not.
Someone would have slashed him in the wrists if he would have had like we're not like he's not like,
Prongs would have grabbed him.
he's not getting his 10th in a row
Headlock.
against us, right? Someone would have cross-checked him or would have made a tough night on him. But 10
is
straight- that's impressive,
insanity.
man. That's
It's-
insanity. That's insanity.
Yeah, that's some serious. I mean, fucking.
And the thing for me
hey,
that impresses me the most, Ups, is they get the matchups on the road, right? The home teams.
Yeah.
So that's just against the best D, best pairing, best reliable forwards that these coaches are like, hey, you're playing Matthews tonight. He's like, send it.
Yeah,
Bring
Spumoni.
it, yeah.
Now they're like, oh god.
So
So power play goals. What's this?
he's got 20. Leafs are 7-2-1 their last 10, third in the Atlantic. It doesn't say anything about power
I
play
picked him
goals.
for the Rocket, by the way.
Did
Our
you?
little group here. I picked him for the
You
Rocket.
did.
Wow, let's see here. You're hoping Ovi's Father Time finally catches up to him. And
Well, I have Obie on my DraftKings account for the Rocket, but I have.
oh, fuck. Matthews is only one goal behind Draisaitl and Ovechkin. He's probably going to win it. You would probably think right now Matthews would have to be your favorite, right? Because of his age. Like, you got to think
Yeah.
Ovi eventually this year's going to be
What is he going to get? 60? Can he get like 60 in like 70 games? He could.
Printzy, he's probably on pace for what? Like 55? 50.
Yeah, 55, 60. I mean, he's got 25 and 33. Like he's
Wow. So he's on
He
pace
could
for,
get up
he's,
there,
he's on
yeah.
pace for over 60.
yeah.
He's not going to get over 60, is he? That'd be
I hope so.
Yeah, no.
It'd be
fuck.
good for
Fill
the
the
game.
net. It's good for
It'd
first
be great
period.
for the game.
It's good for first period over. So
And hopefully him getting 60 gets Toronto out of the first round. That's all that matters.
I know.
That's really all that matters.
If they don't fucking get out,
Canada, yeah.
if they don't get out of the first round,
They'll take away the beer and the pissers.
we
You
will
won't even
have-
be able to take a piss at a game up
we
there.
will have Rick Rowley on that podcast. We'll have an emergency podcast. For whatever day they lose out in the first round, we're bringing Rick Rowley on because that guy may jump off of his fucking wherever he lives. He may jump off of it. Updog Malkin back in the lineup. Pittsburgh, man. I watched him play live, and I don't go to many hockey games live, but he looked big. He looked strong. It was his first game of the year, granted ups, but this guy kind of
2-1, right?
Yeah, this
2
guy
goals.
kind of rejuvenated with a good knee and feeling. I mean, you know what you went through it. Like if you come back feeling good, like it's pretty.
Yeah,
scary,
he
man.
wasn't. He didn't have to rush. He's got a team that's playing well. That Rust is on fire. I don't think he's hurt right now, but he's buzzing.
You know who they just got back to was that Zucker.
Wow.
He's just
So they got a good team.
player.
Yeah, they got
I
a
know.
great
I
team.
was like, wow, this guy's a good player.
Jeff Carter, resurgence.
I mean, when you look at them, thank you for, and that's what I wanted to ask you.
Yeah.
When you look at their squad down the middle right
Love
now,
it.
Crosby, Malkin, Carter. Like,
Yeah.
it doesn't.
How many
get-
cups right there? You got you got 3 threes. You got 8 cups between 3 guys.
Yeah, it doesn't get much better than that. You know what I mean? Like they look like they're, and we chirped them about being old and this and that, but they look like they're ready to rock again. And that Evan Rodriguez has been great.
Yeah.
Kapanen's playing well. Russ, like you said,
They got a good squad.
they got a good squad, man. Did you ever play with that Mike Matheson in Florida?
Yeah, he was our first round draft pick the year I was there. But when I left and went to St. Louis, I played against him. And I was chasing him around because I knew he was.
Was he a nice kid or what?
He's a college kid. He was quiet. Didn't know much of him.
I mean, listen, Letang looks great. This is going to be a team, and the big Irishman Berkey knew what he was doing when he took this job, right?
Yeah.
People thought like, they're old.
No. He's like,
they got
I
one.
like my up the middle.
Yeah.
Got some big D. Is Ian Cole playing there?
No, Ian Cole is playing in
Carolina.
Carolina.
Is he? He's still going. Nerd biscuit.
Watch, yeah. Well, I used to chirp that guy a lot, but I guess he's probably chirping me now. Up dog, the big bad Bruins, Tuukka Rask, man. We're gonna try to get Andrew Raycroft on next week. We got a great guest coming at you this week, but the Bruins are rolling. Rask 1 year, $1 million, prorated. I mean, they just look like a team that, hey, I mean the place is rocking, the Garden's rocking. I watched the last couple of home games. I'll tell you where they are selling beer at the TD Garden.
Totally.
They're getting going.
You
there.
think those Irishmen up there would settle for no beer?
Right?
No chance. But like you said, a great product. Obes, they're playing extremely well. They've been winning games. Not a bad team to bet on. Not a bad team.
I mean, they just
They're-
look like,
You're getting half decent odds too with them. Got to get good road teams. Good road teams get good odds.
I honestly am all I'm betting right now is first period over.
And you're hitting them.
Hitting a lot of them.
Who do you got tonight?
Florida against Calgary, and then I got Tampa. Who's Tampa playing tonight, Printzy? I got them against the Kings. Yeah, I got those two teams. Up dog. Speaking about good old drunken Irishmen in Boston, which I know a thing or two about. I was watching their game, and I threw down the rundown to you and Printzy. Their win song, "Dirty Water." When it comes on, bump bump. Okay,
It's
am I
epic.
going to do it? You can do it. You're a better singer than me. It goes bump bump bump. Bump, ba-da-da-da, bump, bump. Something like that, right, Printzy? Is that right?
Yeah, you got
Drink
it.
that dirty water. Bump, bump, Boston, you're my home. Bump, bump. So that one, right?
I
That's
picture just
you're making
Matty
Jimmy
O'Ya.
cry.
I
singing.
figured Matty O'Ya with he just hit a parlay. He's like, oh yeah, fucking rights, man. I'll fucking go to the bar now, right? Like that. But I think that's a great win song. Was there one in your career that you had that you thought was pretty cool? Because that one for me, anytime I hear that one, I like the Vivas Las Vegas when they win.
Yeah, that's good. I love the intro songs more.
You do?
Montreal's intro song was fucking epic. They
Yeah.
had the one year that was Coldplay. It's epic, and you just going around. It was badass. New York Rangers always had the best tunes in between whistles during warm-ups. Sean Avery was in control of their warm-up music for a few years. It was always pretty banging.
Was it?
As far as a win song goes that I've had, the worst one was fucking Nashville though. Tim McGraw still fucking.
Yeah,
what's
I know.
that
That's
one?
a goal song though. I like it. I know.
Oh God.
So the Lightning have Thunderstruck by AC/DC. That's like what they play when they win, eh? Thunder.
It sounds generic, but in the playoffs last year, it was rocking.
Rocking.
They get an
Yeah,
OT
no, it's
yeah,
a-
they get an OT goal.
Speaking
and
of
it
rock,
sounds
It's
good.
an absolute anthem, is what that is.
Speaking of rocking, the Dallas Stars, when the house is a rocking, you don't come a knocking. Okay? Up dog, you could have had that fucking outside your condos your whole career.
That's
when the
all
house is a rocking, you don't
That's
come a
speed dial.
knocking.
You put the hat over the doorknob.
The tie, put the tie on the doorknob. I remember one time I told Jay McClellan, I said, hey, in Montreal, I'm like, you got to go grab a slice of pizza, fella. Go grab
Where
a
do I do that? I don't
I
fucking
go,
care.
Go get a poutine or something. And he's such Jay McClellan, one of my favorite teammates. He obviously did. Printzy, Calgary Flames, Ring of Fire. Pretty good.
Yeah, that's a good one. I mean,
Pretty good.
yeah, hey boys, I'm from Calgary. You guys know it. I love the Flames. I picked the ones on here that have been here for a very long time. You know, I work for the Brooks Bandits. I got to pick the win song too, but some of them change every year. So I like the ones that stick to it. They stay with it. I know the Flames have been doing it for over a decade.
I don't know. I just like that Dirty Water song. Fuck, that gets me going. So win songs, keep it going. I look out for the Bruins, man. I'm telling you, they look like, I don't know. Krejci's going to the Olympics for Czechos. Imagine he comes back and they fit that on the cap. I don't know.
Fuck, he could, right?
He's got enough money. He could play for the league men, prorated.
Fuck.
Up dog, a little fun thing me and you wanted to do. I was watching the game the other night. It's a little segment here, Missing Curfew. Where are they now?
Where is he? now?
Where are they now? I fucking forget what game I was watching, but somebody that played in the Sarnia Sting and the name David Legwan came up.
Leggy. Ehor. Donkey.
He-
We used to call him Donkey because he had no fucking front teeth.
because he got knocked out.
Oh, his teeth were just, they got, poor fucking guy. It'd be one year, it'd be two the next, and there's bottom ones, top ones.
Fuck.
My first ever roommate.
Leggy was?
He was my first ever. I vividly remember coming to Nashville, signing a contract after my first camp, playing the first 10 games, and they basically said, you're going to live with David Legwan.
Like at his house.
So we lived in Franklin. I lived at his house.
Wow. Was he
Fucking-
single
it
then
was
or
us.
married or
he was
a girlfriend?
he was completely single.
He was.
Oh yeah. Showed me the ropes. Good guy.
I love Leggy.
Gave me the fucking guest suite. Master. Good
I
good
love
workbench in there.
I just remember when Leggy would complain about sometimes in Nashville. I'm like, hey, easy fella. You know, you got two media guys here that no one ever calls you out for anything. You know, you live in Nashville. There's no
Totally.
tax here. You've made 100 bananas. Like,
Yeah.
don't be hating on Nashville because we throw you in Vancouver and you got the numbers you got right now as
Yeah,
the
you're
second.
gonna answer this. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. So,
First overall pick for the Nashville Predators.
yeah, he went second overall, right?
I think he
I
was
just-
first, wasn't he?
Was he first? I just remember, didn't they, when he got drafted, he had that awful yellow mustard shirt on? Wasn't he
He
the
wasn't
first?
much for style.
No, but remember the Predators jersey they had? Or is
Oh,
that
yeah,
the one
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
thinking?
yeah.
I don't know if he
Yeah, no.
Or was your
because
draft picture in that one
That
too?
was mine.
Yeah,
Yeah,
maybe it
I
was
had
yours.
one. Hartnell had one. Dan Hamhuis, I think, was in a different one. But Leggy, a funny story about Leggy too.
Yeah. I love Leggy.
So he lived in like Michigan, on Lake Michigan, right in Detroit.
He had a shack
And
there.
but he bought the neighbor's house, which was probably like, I don't know, $6 million on the water. And all he did was play fucking Xbox in there.
What?
He bought the fucking
He did
neighbor's
more than
house
that in there.
to put a fucking Xbox in it. And I'm like, what are you doing? Are you going to knock it down, build it? No, I just put my Xbox in there. That's it. Fucking guy.
Wouldn't surprise you. He's a beauty, man. He's one of the fucking funniest guys I've ever played with.
He used to have team parties too. We'd invite all the ice girls over there.
Of course, if you're single. Franklin, how far is that from downtown? That's a bit, right? Half hour?
Franklin is where a lot of the guys live.
married
It's
guys, right?
yeah, good golf course up there. Legends,
Yeah,
Troubadour.
I think I played
Troubadour's near there.
I think I played Legends with one of the boys.
You
there
would
one
have
time.
36-hole track.
Yeah, it was good.
But it's where the families are. You wouldn't live. There's not enough action on Franklin
I was
for
right
you.
on Broadway. I stumble home from the rink, stumble home from Tootsie's. So David Leg.
so where
David
is he now?
Legwand, where is he now? Leggy is a co-owner of the Sarnia Sting. And from what I heard on this broadcast, I thought he was doing the GM job too, but I could be wrong on that. Don't quote me on that. But
it's okay.
he owns half the team of the Sarnia Sting.
There's not much stats that go along with this.
Yeah,
this
that's
topic.
true. I just thought I don't know. I never thought Leggy would. I didn't think Leggy would buy a junior team. I don't know why.
I thought he'd just continue to play Xbox.
I thought he'd be an Xbox in the Lake of Michigan, drinking beers and
riding around on the pontoon.
yeah. So Leggy is the owner of a junior team, and I don't know if he still. I'm assuming he still lives in Michigan.
Let's get him on the pod.
He played in Plymouth, right?
Yeah, he did.
Leggy had great style on the ice. Great style. Always go no bucket.
CCM
9
tax.
pieces of gum in for warm ups. He was a national leaguer. I love Leggy.
Tough bucket though. He wasn't.
Nobody loved a good meal on the road more than Leggy.
When I say tough bucket, he wasn't going. He didn't have the pomade and the flow for warmies.
He went with the old LA looks dippity doo. I think.
Yeah, the dippity doo. Yeah,
he didn't go upshell style.
good. He kept that old school Bauer bucket forever.
Great. He had unbelievable National League style.
Yeah.
So it's something we're going to keep doing here. It's fun. Guys, we love. Unfortunately, I didn't make enough money myself to buy a junior team. Maybe
Or a
together.
house for your Xbox.
Together, did we? Maybe. I don't know. Maybe get Loops in there. Should we buy a junior team? Me, you, and Loops?
Fuck no.
Who should we fucking buy? Who's up for sale?
You want to
gotta
buy
be a good
junior
city.
team, then you got to go live there.
Brent Seabrook is the assistant coach of the Vancouver Giants.
Brent Seabrook at Vancouver. You see, that's
Did
not
you live in
bad.
Vancouver?
Yeah, that's all right.
Mark Savard, Windsor Spitfires. Good guy. Unbelievable golfer, Mark Savard. Scratch golfer. But yeah, you have to look at your old Kamloops Blazers. Look at this fucking Doan, Aginla, Ricci, and Daryl Sador.
Parker.
Daryl Sador.
That's
a fucking star-studded ownership cast there.
Yeah, 2 Hall of Famers. Yeah,
Man.
donor.
Do you ever get anything from them? Like, hey, come and
I'm on their email
Drop the
list.
puck
Yeah, I'm on
or-
their alumni list, but no, I haven't. No.
no. No, hey?
Fuck, I don't know.
You're too busy playing NHL alumni. You don't have enough time for junior, all right?
No, I
Right?
go back there. I love that place. It's great for
Yeah, were you there? 2
great
years?
moment
2
of my
years?
life. I spent 3 years in Kamloops.
So you were an
I had
underager.
some of the best billets. I had a couple girlfriends.
I bet.
A lot of goals.
I bet you did.
Yeah.
Good old junior hockey. Eh? Anyways, Leggy, we love you here, buddy. So I'm cheering for the Sarnia Sting a little bit. Don't know who's on their team.
Where the
Don't
hell
know
is Sarnia?
Sarnia, good question. Sarnia is southwest
Is
of
the Tin
Toronto.
Man, is the Tin Man there?
Who's the Tin Man?
What's the movie I'm talking about?
I don't know. The Tin Man?
Huh? Yeah, The Wizard of Oz. Don't they go to Sarnia?
I don't know. I haven't watched.
I think there's something.
Of all the movies,
I think there's something to do with Sarnia in The Wizard of Oz.
of all the movies he was going to pull out, I didn't think Wizard of the Oz was coming at the boys. They go to Oz, ups.
Sarnia.
You should watch that movie with your daughter to get refreshed with it. Izzy can watch the
She's
Wizard of Oz.
not yet.
No, she won't.
I don't think
those
so. She's
monkeys.
like Little Mermaid.
She's pretty smart, man. Those cowboy boots she had on the other day were unbelievable.
She rocks the cowboy boots.
Leggy, go Sting, buddy. I love my time in Nashville. Up Dog loves you. DraftKings top titty up dog. Look at this name. Fiber Fox. Good name.
Fiber.
Fighting.
Got to get your fiber in you.
181 points. He had Sam Bennett, 41. Hubie, your boy, up dog, and Kaprizov. Kirill the Thrill, Kaprizov. Congratulations to Fiber Fox. Max, are we doing something for these beauties? Wow. Signed. Now, if you win Top Titty, you get a signed photo of one of the boys here from Missin Curfew. So that's a nice little touch. So Fiber Fox, we got one coming at you. To the people out there, keep it going. Here at Missin Curfew, the internal bet. Binger. Wow. Congratulations, buddy.
You beat me by
The
fuck
fucking
0.6.
The baseball guy did it.
You beat me by a block shot that probably didn't even hit the guy.
Up dog, yeah, 76. Printzy, I expect more already. I'm not gonna lie, buddy. 94, it's not gonna cut it. I'm gonna be a little tough love. I'm going John Tortorella on you here. That's not gonna fuck. You're not gonna play in my lineup.
Keep it up. You're in the stands.
You're not gonna play in my lineup.
I'm already in the stands.
Locked up in Canada.
Fucking, you like wearing those
Drinking
skates or
beer,
what?
and you're coming in 94th in the top titty. That's not going to cut it here at Missin Curfew, Printzy.
Okay. I'll have a better outing this Friday, and we will be talking about it next week. First thing we'll be talking about.
Speaking of shitty outings, Maxie, me and you, I was 111th, you were 113th. So the Fiber
Those
Fox
guys
up
loaded
dog.
they loaded up on the Panthers because I think that was when they beat Dallas 7-1 or something. So whoever loaded up on the Panthers,
The Panthers
they
are
finished on the
wagons.
top.
I had some Panthers.
But there's guys that'll take 5 or 6 of them, and if they get a 7-goal outing, then look out, like our friend Fiber Fox here.
Pink Panther.
All right, what are the teams this week in the? I got so many pieces of paper here. Who's the teams?
I
here?
got it, Obes. I got it.
Fire it out
We
there,
got-
Printzy.
We got Rangers at Hurricanes. You got the Penguins going to Columbus. You got the Stars and the Red Wings. Coyotes are going to the Island. Minnesota is going to Chicago. Florida continues the Western swing, and they're going to Vancouver. And then you got Lightning Ducks and Blues Kraken.
Up dog, you may be at that Blues Kraken game. Is that accurate? Are you
That
going
is.
up to the Northwest to get the fishy,
God damn right.
the stinky fish up there?
I'm going to go up for the fresh fish.
Fresh fish. Get down to the
Get
market
that.
there and get them to fire fish at you. Good content for us here. See if
Yeah,
you can
I'll
catch
do it. Yeah, me and the big guy.
I got my eyes on that Lightning Ducks game. I don't know. I think there might be some goals in that. Unless Gibby fucking stands on his head. Panthers. I mean, you can't go wrong with the Panthers. We just talked about it. And then Rangers Hurricanes. I don't know, up dogs. Those are kind of the games that jump out to me, fella.
I'm going to load up on the Red Wings.
The Red Wings.
Yeah.
Wow. Why? Just feeling
Just
it.
cuz. Feeling it.
Feeling it.
Old
Okay.
Joe Louis.
It's Little Caesars Arena.
I know, but it used
Remember
to be
the
Joe.
old Joe? Fucking
It's the
smelled good,
best.
right? Like
Smell
popcorn,
pizza and popcorn, yeah.
beer.
Good lighting.
And then you walk in there and you see all their Stanley Cups with all their names. You're like, fuck, we're going to get worked.
Look across. There's Stevie Y. Fucking
Datsuk playing soccer. His legs are bigger than a fucking tree trunk. You're like, how am I stopping him tonight?
Zetterberg. Chew in. Perfect hair. Fuck.
Yeah, sick style.
Johan Franzen. Just a big old fucking beast.
They were good.
Shanny.
DraftKings. Stay with DraftKings. The lock. Uppy has turned it into a survivor pool. Last week, Printzy, I believe we were all winners.
We all won last week. Yeah.
Okay. Once again, I wanted a list of who we can't take. That's not here.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
It's right
it
here.
is. It's right
So
there.
here, I'll tell you. These
Where
are the
the fuck
games.
is it?
These are the games. Let me say this. Flyers are at Sabres.
Oh, yeah. Printzy,
All
my
right.
bad.
That
Sorry,
was-
buddy.
Jets at the Bruins. Obie, you cannot take Boston.
Okay, this is great. Thanks, Princey. Sorry, bud. I got
you, fella. I got you, fella.
Hey, turned
Wow,
her
there's
over.
a
Turned
lot
her
of
over in the
games.
middle here.
A lot of
I
games.
got called into the coach's office last week. It's not going to happen again.
I just got called in myself there for chirping you right in the media. I went right to the media to air our dirty laundry. I can't take the bees. They're humming. Fuck me. What's going to happen when we run out of teams ups? Did you think? Is that going to happen, you think? Or I don't know. Maybe.
No, it's not. It's
Okay.
going
No,
to
I
be
think
great.
we're good.
I'm going to take right now, I'm taking the Wild at home against the Hawks.
Fuck.
That's what I'm doing. What do you think?
Well,
It's a good pick.
did we say he got the first pick? But that's a good pick because I was looking
Well,
at
if we
that.
all went 3-0, then
Well, listen, I'm
first-
7-2. We're playing for what? What is this for? This fucking
We're
tournament.
playing for your Bronco.
And that new M6 you got coming.
Ooh, I can't wait to get in that baby. Princey, go ahead. I'll let you go. I got an eye on the game. I got an eye on one. So go ahead.
Okay. I'm last, boys. I got a record of 4-5, so I have to take almost the guarantees. As much as I'm looking at that Flames Oilers game,
You're
and I
gonna
want to do
take my
Flames-
game. I know it.
No, I'm going Rangers at home to the Coyotes.
You just took me fucking Game Boy.
You
I
took me
got
Jersey
it, man. I'm
boy.
last.
You took me Jersey boy.
What about Sharks at Lightning? Are
I
you
got one
nuts?
here. You ready for this? Are you ready? The battle of the nation's capitals. I'm going Washington and Obie and the Silver Fox. Obie against the Sens. Capitals win.
I like it.
Good pick. Good pick.
Updog 7-2, Ob 6-3, Printzy 4-5. Eh? Whew. Are you on the hot seat or what? Is the GM breathing down your neck? Ownership all over you or what? How you feeling up there?
Well, apparently, my owner is all over. He called me out on the podcast.
Well, listen,
That's all right.
I mean,
You're tough.
You're locked
You
down
got
up
that
there.
beard going. You're probably I haven't even met you yet. You're probably 6'6", ready to.
Are you
fucking-
6'4"? Someone said you're 6'4". Are you 6'4"?
I am about the same size as Jimmy, boys.
Fucking A.
Fucking Broadway's a big boy. He was 6'4",
6'5".
Yeah.
Are you 6'5"?
I'm just a touch under 6'5".
Fuck it. Here's our muscle in Vegas, eh? I'm
Fuck.
chirping
Yeah,
everyone.
yeah.
Got a problem, Princey? Get in there. Get him.
Yeah,
Reciprocal.
you'll see, boys. You'll see. I'm looking forward
Heads
to
up.
We got some size even in our social
Yeah,
media
we're gonna do
department. We build teams with size and character here, Mr.
We're gonna do
Kirby.
some damage.
Size and character.
That's right.
Now, yeah, the control room is our character and brains in the control room.
That's- yeah,
Without
yeah,
you guys,
we
the
need-
show falls apart. Me and Uppy, you'd be trying to turn this light on in here. Princey, and we could talk about this as it gets closer. Are you going to come in hot or what? Like, what you've been talking about this trip? You want to come? The boys are bringing you in for All-Star Weekend. Are you coming off the WestJet plane humming, or what's your game plan? Or are you going to pace yourself?
I've got a good game plan here, boys, because I do have to pace myself a little bit. I've been locked down. I haven't been able to go out as much as I'd liked. I am going to ramp it up over the next couple weeks here. The fellas got me a couple nights here because they're like, you got to dial it up here, fella. You haven't been drinking too much. So I got to dial it in a little bit. Then I got to lay low a little bit in Canada because, as much as it's stupid and we don't care, if I catch something, I ain't coming. So I got to lay low a little bit. So I'm going to go hard and then lay low, but I'm coming in hot, boys. I bug. I used to bug Obes, I think, every week and say, hey, when am I coming? When am I coming? When am I coming? And I finally get to come. So I've been looking forward to it, boys. We've come a long way from a guy that just put your voices over videos, and now here we are. So it's a culmination of good things.
Yeah, we're fired up. We're fired up that the whole Missin Curfew squad's going in. You're coming in. Don't get COVID. Hey, listen, you can't be any drunker than I was at the Wild Goose on Sunday. So listen.
Is Larry Bettman joining us?
Larry
We're
Bettman.
unsure yet.
Yeah,
he hasn't
he's-
got the invite.
Well, I think I might have invited him.
Yeah, but
I
until
hope
I
so.
actually.
I have a huge
He's got a
Flowers
hotel
fan.
room with his name right now in Vegas, but that's just one text away from being like, Flowers, you're out of here. So, Princey, we love you. Great job on the social media. Updog, Binger, Maxie. We got the man of the week, the legend, my boy, guy that you play a lot against. 44, just went up to the Rafters. Unbelievable. Chris Pronger coming at you next. Up there's all wild card
DraftKings,
weekend, baby.
baby.
DraftKings app. We had her humming. Bengals humming. Bucks humming. And then the Cowboys.
The Cowboys and the Eagles laid an egg on us. They sure did. But our boy Flowers was out there witnessing it all. So
Oh, he took it on the chin.
he definitely did. The NFL playoffs are heating up, and so is your shot, big fella, at winning huge cash prizes with DraftKings, the official daily fantasy partner of the NFL. This week, new customers can play free for millions with their first deposit. Don't sit on the sidelines. Get in the game.
You got to get in the game, boys. Playing daily fantasy football is simple. Just pick your lineup of NFL stars while staying under the salary cap and score enough points to bring home cash. And with a free shot at millions of dollars in total prizes, you'll feel the NFL action like never before. DraftKings is safe, secure, reliable, and best of all, you can just deposit, and withdraw your cash whenever you want. Up, dog.
Damn, is that nice?
That was a hard word. Deposit, baby. Hey,
Download the DraftKings app now and use promo code
Curfew Kings.
to play free for millions. That's right. Promo code Curfew Kings to get a free shot at millions in total prizes with your first deposit. Do not miss out. Download the DraftKings app and play the daily official fantasy partner of the NFL. Minimum $5 deposit required. Eligible restrictions apply. See DraftKings.com for details.
DraftKings is everywhere. Up, dog.
Obes, friends at GoodLife, again,
What a
keeping us
relationship.
clean,
What a
keeping us
relationship.
fresh, keeping
What a
us looking
relationship
good.
you've built with these guys for us here at Missin Curfew. They had us in their store, National League store.
I'm just going to throw this out there. They are our best, clothing sponsor.
They got some.
They make us fresh.
It's all I wear now. It's all I wear. I think I got like, I have to count, but I think I got black. I think I got 10 black GoodLife tees in my closet. Couple V's, what's this called? A crew neck up, dog?
That's Crew.
Obie, I need some more sweatshirts. I'm going to put an order in here with our new promo code, which is
Curfew at www.goodlifeclothing.com.
The sweatshirts are unbelievable. I've lost a couple in the shuffle. I'm going to wait till I move into my new place before I make this order. And then I'm ordering sweatshirts. And for you guys out there, New Year's resolution, you're laying off the sauce, you're hanging in, being a good boyfriend or a husband, watching sports, trying to be on a diet.
Boring.
Get the sweatpants shorts to watch games in. They're unbelievable, super comfortable.
Rub your nuts.
I would recommend going commando with them while you watch the game. Check it out. Good Life Up Dog promo code
Curfew.
Welcome back to Missin Curfew. Up Dog. We got another legend, the man of the week, the man of the hour, the man of fucking everything.
He
right
broke the
now.
internet this week too.
I know. I knew he was a beauty, but that was next level. So, Chris Pronger, Prongs, thank you for taking time. Congratulations, buddy. It was awesome to watch. The whole thing was amazing.
Thank you. Yeah, it was a great weekend. A great final denouement, climax, whatever you want to call it, to my career here in St. Louis. And obviously seeing my number go up in the Rafters is pretty special.
Talking about special, I got to talk to you about the suit you had on here. At Missin Curfew, we talk about style.
We're fashion guys
Listen, buddy,
now.
I know you made a little cheddar, but was that a brand new one? Did you have that one tucked away or like that? It was looking nice on you. It was looking nice.
That suit actually was one of my Florida suits just for the draft or whatever.
Oh, wow.
So that's that old thing.
That whole thing. You gotta.
He's like, I had that later.
You gotta have a nice suit in Florida.
Yeah, I guess
mean,
you do.
You can't be walking around, South Beach or Fort Lauderdale with a half decent suit on. You got to look good.
I respect you even more that you just had that in the claw. I'll throw this one on for the jersey I tried. I'm not gonna lie, Prongs. Mine wouldn't have fit me anymore. So congratulations, it still
I was
fits.
gonna say you might want to get refit.
Hey, how about that nice knot, that little Windsor knot too?
Yeah.
Who dialed that up
You
for
gotta have
you?
the power tie, the power knot.
I mean, you definitely left an impression. Prongs, I just want to talk about St. Louis and the celebration you had the other night. Your wife's from there. Why is St. Louis home? I love St. Louis. I love the fans. They had such a welcoming party for you. But what does it mean to be, now a resident of St. Louis and to be your jersey in the Rafters there? What does that mean to you?
It's awesome. Obviously spent half my career in St. Louis playing for the Blues. And as you said, my wife's from here. 2 of my 3 kids were born here. And, it's easy living as a small town Canada kid. It's a quasi big city with a small town atmosphere, a small town feel, great schools, pretty easy traffic for the most part. And it's easy to get around. Great people. Midwestern people are the best.
Fresh beer. The beer is made
Fresh
right across the
beer
street.
at every turn.
The beer's made right across the street. All those taps are cold.
Prongs, I want to ask you, buddy, because obviously when I played with you, to me you were Chris Pronger, the guy that I've watched growing up, and from your speech, I got traded when I was younger, but to get traded at 20 years old from a team that you take you second overall, how was that for you? How intimidated were you walking in that dressing room at 20? Because that's got to be a big change for you.
Yeah, I didn't realize when the trade was made. I was excited for the trade. First and foremost, getting to play with Al and Holly, and they had just signed Furzy, and knowing kind of what I was getting into. But I didn't realize that at the time of the trade, Shanny was actually surpassing Holly for a fan favorite. I didn't realize that at the time.
Yeah. And
then I got here and found out real quick when I was getting the cold shoulder and the brush off from all kinds of people in the community because they were upset. There was a lot of kids named Brendan at the time, because he was a fan favorite. And so it was not the easiest of situations to come into. And then the whole training camp debacle with Keenan calling me out of shape and All the stuff that transpired. Me and Furzy were on the bike. We were bike mates together.
So you're telling me you were in the fat club? Were you in the fat club, Prongs? Were you in the fat club?
I wasn't fat, but I was in the out of shape club.
Hey, listen, we finally have something in common in our career, Prongs. I'm looking at your thing. At least you're in the fat club one time, even though you weren't fat.
You're not just both left-handed.
We're not just both left-handed. We're both in the fat club.
Yeah.
Prongs,
it was a wake-up call. Mike was obviously very fitness focused. Wanted all his players, VO2s needed to be over 60 and needed, all that kind of stuff. So it was, probably a kick in the ass that I needed, a little wake up call to take my career more seriously, take my fitness more seriously. And then, as I said before, a couple years into my tenure in St. Louis, I started training with Al, training with his trainer, and that kind of took me to the next level.
Yeah, it might not have been just a fitness thing. It might have been Keenan just being hard on you because you're a rookie or you were, 2 years in the league. A little different than now. But
I think part of that, yes, but also part of it, you look at his time in Philly, his time in Chicago, his time in New York. He had Chelly in Chicago. He had Brian Leach in New York. Those are two guys that I know he went after pretty hard early on in their time with him to kind of push them and get them in better shape, get them, playing the way he wanted them to play. And he was much more of a, not an X's and O's technician, but more of a motivator and things of that nature with players.
Yeah, Prongsy, because listen, when I played with you, wherever we went, you got booed too, but you fucking kind of liked it when it was on the road. Like, how did you handle it? And listen, like when I first went to Vancouver, and you hear people chirping you or whatever, it gets to you. How did you just work through it? Was it just being mentally tougher and just sucking it up? Or because I just can't imagine having to deal with that after, wanting to go somewhere.
Yeah, no, it was the first 60 games of my tenure here. I was booed relentlessly every period, every time I touched the puck. A lot of it was self-induced, but a lot of it was, getting called into the office and getting yelled at in between periods. And then I got to go out and I got to get booed. And then I got to get yelled at before practice or after practice or, watching video and doing all that. It was hard, but I think the adversity, it prepares you for life and prepares you for what you're going to handle as your career goes forward. And there were a lot of forks in the road after that, that being the hardest. And once you get through something like that, like everything else is easy.
Yeah. I went through that, not on your level, obviously. The fans were booing me. Well, John Tortorella, my second year, after I got traded from the Ducks to Tampa, the second year in Tampa, like every day calling me in, ripping me. And I'm like, this guy's picking on me. Like, and looking back, I'm like, no, he wasn't. He was just trying to make me a better person and a better player. Yeah.
No, absolutely. And, Tortorella's similar to Mike in that fashion, where a lot of it is, screaming and yelling or motivating, finding what buttons they can push to get you to play your best.
Prongs, I want to bring up, you were always a son of a bitch to play against. You, I mean, look at you got 1,600 PIMs. You've been suspended 8 times, only 8 times.
You'd have even more money if you didn't get suspended so much, Prongs.
You didn't mind to get suspended, but like at what point were you, in your career, like looking around going, shit, I can get away with some of this stuff. Like I'm going to make this really hard on guys. Refs understand this is just how I play. Because we on the other team were like, guys, he's gonna fucking cross check you. Their refs aren't gonna call it. You just got to fucking deal with it and fight through it. Like, at what point in your career were you like, fuck, I can get away with this stuff? These they're letting hockey play.
Yeah, well, my first 4 or 5 years, that was the game anyways. First off, they weren't calling any of that. Yeah, and then it was creating a relationship with the referees and talking to them instead of telling them to F off and screaming and yelling at them. It was more, all right, forge that relationship and common bond and talk to them and kind of gussy up next to them and form that friendship. And then, they're going to have the wherewithal on the ice that you're getting a little high with the cross check. Right? Don't slash so hard.
Yeah, I thought you should have had on your podium there at the your awards ceremony. There should have been a lineup of referees that were on your side too. I'm like, fuck, this guy's got all his teammates. He should have half the refs on there too.
There were some good ones too. Early on, some of those guys were beauties.
Oh yeah,
Paul Stewart, Ron Hogarth, some of those old names. You're just like, oh, these guys are awesome.
What was his name? Nick Magoo?
Nick Magoo.
Nick Magoo,
Oh, yeah, he was a beauty, too.
Billy McCreary. Oh, man.
I love Billy McCreary. Although I learned my lesson the hard way with Billy McCreary. He gave me 5 minors one night MSG for chirping. So I learned my time there, Prongsy. Prongsy, I loved your speech. Another thing, when you gave Chaser and Twister and those boys credit for like listen, you're 6'6", you can always chuck them, but they gave you a little extra room out there to maneuver. And in the game today, you don't see it as much. But how important were those two guys and guys like that to allow you to play on an edge that everyone loved about you?
Yeah, well, instrumental early on, especially when the league was a little bit different. You know, I could play my game. They'd come in and clean up and clean house. And, you know, when you got a guy like Twister who everybody feared, you know, everybody was always on their edge of their seat. Like, you heard stories of guys in the other opposing dressing room, like, nobody touch anybody tonight because I have to fight that guy.
Yeah.
And so, you know, when you have the other team already on edge like that, you know, it just gives you, you know, it's like playing with the heavyweight of the league. You're like, all right, free reign out there tonight, boys. You know, you play with a little extra edge in your game. And, you know, Chaser, you know, I remember when I turned pro, I was skating with Ty Domi and a few guys in Toronto before I got to Hartford. And Chaser was one of the guys that was skating. And I remember talking to Ty because he was a Peterborough Pete like I was. And he's like, you see that guy right there? Pound for pound, he's the toughest guy in the league. And he was pointing at Chaser. And I'm like, who the hell is that? You know, Chaser, you know, I didn't know who he was. He was in the Western Conference. I was in the Eastern Conference. And, you know, he was kind of up and down from the minors a lot. And I looked at him, I'm like, that guy? Seriously? And I'm telling you what, man, you should have seen some of the guys he took down.
Yeah.
It was impressive.
Yeah.
I know he was a killer.
If you don't know who he is, you can hear him.
Yeah. And I got a second follow-up question to that. Did you feel the same way in Anaheim with me on the ice when I was with you? Did you feel
absolutely.
Okay, good. Yeah,
I
I was just checking. I wanted to make sure you're supposed to.
Hey, and it's fun. It's funny. Chaser always says he'd tell guys on the other team, he's like, hey, Prongs is, you want to get at Prongs, he's third in line. You got to go through Twister and you got to go through me first.
Yeah.
You know, so
That's awesome.
That's
That's
absolutely.
Awesome.
And more often than not, they weren't ready for number one or number two. And God forbid they ever got through them. They were probably too tired and they just didn't want to have to waste any more time.
Hey, Prongs, like Obie said, your speech, man, it was awesome. It really touched home. You talked about your boy Pavel Demitra in your speech, thanked his kids and his wife. Not like playing against him, tough little Slovak, like insanely skilled, but super tough. What type of teammate was he?
He was awesome. Yeah, Pav was awesome. He very, very competitive. I mean, you look back at his stats, he was like top 10 every year in the league in scoring. Like, just highly skilled, unbelievable. Like, he would have chewed up the league now with these shootouts.
Oh,
unreal
yeah.
shootouts.
He was nasty.
You give that kid a breakaway, he is scoring.
Yeah.
No question. So he would have chewed up the league with all these shootouts and things like that. He'd have an insane scoring percentage for sure. He had like 3 or 4 different moves, and they were all from the same angle. And when we used to do it in practice, he's scoring nonstop, and just from his scoring ability to his playmaking, his vision. You know, him and Mellon being Kachuk a couple of years had some unreal years together. But just, you know, getting a chance to practice against players like that, and when they're competitive, you know, you're matching up day in, day out in practice and trying to get better. And, you know, that's what you need to get better is those types of players that take practice serious, that want to get better. And, you know, when he's getting hacked and whacked by me, he knows it's easy to go out on the ice with the other guys.
Prongs. I played with Demo in Vancouver, and he was a great teammate. And I remember 2 things the most. He took me out in Minnesota, and him and Gabrick and showed me a night in Minnesota that I didn't think existed. And the only time I sent a ball of red wine back in my career, me and Demo were in Montreal. I think we were at Bonanote or whatever, and we corked it, and we had a sip of it. And he said, no, we're sending that back. I'm like, it's not that bad, Demo. He's like, no, kid, we're sending that back. I'm like, all right, you're the vet. Send her back, baby. So those are the 2 things. But you're right, Prongs, like, practice and games, and if we lost a couple, like, he was super competitive. Like, that's what I loved about him too.
Yeah, quietly too.
Yeah.
You know, it wasn't talkative, and it just put his head down and got to work.
Yeah. Prongs, I want to ask you, because I know I only spent 3/4 of the year with you, but when I watched you every day and the way you came to the rink and worked hard and got your routine done, like, it rubbed off on me throughout Maybe not as much as it should have throughout my career, but it rubbed off on me a little bit. But you talked about Al McKennis and how much he meant to you, and that really just like, you know, kind of blew me away. And just touch on, you know, what you learned from him and how much he rubbed off on you daily.
Yeah, I think when you have a chance, you know, at that time he was 32, I was 20. He had already won a Stanley Cup in Calgary. I think he was pretty close to almost having 1,000 points already. And so, you know, night in, night out, day in, day out, watching how he prepared for practice, how he handled the media, how he carried himself out in public, you know, how he played the game. You know, while he had 13 or 1,400 points, whatever he had as a defenseman, played hard defensively, you know, which I don't think he got a lot of credit for because everybody looked at the numbers. He was grittier than people, I think as a defender, and used his stick pretty hard. Maybe not quite to my level, but he got into guys a lot with his stick and turning over the hook that he had. But you know, I think just and then ultimately, as I found my trainer and you know, learned the fitness side of the game and what worked for me, you know, obviously training with Charles Poliquin and learning how to eat and train and all the rest of that was kind of when my game really took its next step.
Yeah, you guys were deep hairs when I first came in the league back in 2002. I remember going in to play you guys, and I'll never forget this move.
It's Al McKennis?
Yeah, I'll never forget this move Al pulled on me. I'm forechecking him, and I was a good forechecker. I'll give myself credit for forechecking. But I went in.
You're good at forecheck at the bar too. So.
Yeah, thanks, Obes. I went in full blast at him, right? And he has his back to me, puck gets rimmed around, and he goes in on what would have been to getting the puck on his backhand, and he just like taps it through his skates to hit like a low centerman, but it was like so easy. And I was flying. I think I ran right into the wall after, and I was like, oh my God. I've never seen that play in hockey. Like
you're like the guy in the Moose Jaw Warriors isn't making that play.
No, he's not making that. No. Yeah, no, you're right. And then talk about, I mean, what an all-star lineup you guys had. I want to talk about Hully and just how, you know, big of a beauty Hully is and how natural hockey was to that guy. He obviously worked hard, but
I want to know was he a pro?
Will there ever be another Brett Hull come through the game the way he was and the way he spoke and
no way.
His character?
No way.
Right? There's not a chance.
The closest is probably Ovechkin, not from a physical standpoint, but just from a pure goal scoring. And Hully, when I got there, it was almost like he got to a point where he was bored with scoring, and all he wanted to do was be a playmaker. Every time he went on a 2-on-1, he always tried to pass. I'm like, you're a goal scorer, Hully. Like, we need you to score. And it almost like he got bored.
That's funny.
You know, he was so good. And I mean, his shot with that curve and that stick and the whip that he created, big, huge forearms. And, you know, it was a gift for sure. And the little holes that he could shoot into, I don't know if I've seen anybody do it the way he did.
Prongzy, I want to talk to his. I want to talk about his day-to-day routine. Was it quite as nip and tuck as Al McKennis's, or was it more lunch with the boys?
Me and Al. He had an all-world routine. I can tell you that.
I would have been on Halsey's routine. I would have been out of the league about 6 days. They would have been like, "Hey, you're 14 pounds heavier than you were 6 days ago. Get out of the league."
There's very few guys, but he's one of them where you can tell. Just took the skates out of the box, hadn't skated all summer, and he puts his skates on, hops out right before training camp, and he looks like he did at the end of the year.
It's crazy.
Like, how do you do that?
Prongs, were you playing with him when he fucking showed up to that WrestleMania or the Royal Rumble there when we came out in the ring? Did you ever see that video?
No, I never did.
It's fucking hilarious. He comes out, he's pretty jacked, but he's in the fucking WWF ring. I don't know who else he was with. The video's all time.
Printzy will find
that, yeah. And I love how he'd take pride in not scoring any empty netters.
Oh, yeah.
He's like, I don't score empty netters. These guys want to score 60 a year. They'll get
wait for somebody to catch up, and if nobody came up, he'd just keep skating and maybe just dump it in the corner.
Yeah, he would never score empty netter goals. He'll tell you that right to you. The fuck, I never scored any empty netters.
Wow. Okay, that's even more legendary. Wow. I never knew that. So.
And then there's other guys that got 15.
Yeah, every year they get 15. Some guys
you never skate empty netters. I'm like, I never seen you skate that fast. So all year, right? The guy gets empty netter. He's going. Wow.
Hey, so you had an all-star set of old teammates up there. One in particular, a backup goalie, all-time guy, Jamie McLennan, Noodles. I spoke to him earlier. I wanted to get a couple stories out of him. So he told me a couple. One in L.A. Well, you're going to L.A. and all you do is ask him to just handle the rebound.
We were playing LA in St. Louis, and then we were going out to LA after the game for a road trip. And the puck was slowly spinning towards him. And I went off to the side. I'm like, Noodles, Noodles, Noodles. And he got nervous, and as a stand-up goalie, he kicked the puck with his stick, and it went out into the slot as Rob Blake is coming down to one-time it. And I'm like, I got to eat this one. And I slide to block it. Smokes me in the foot, breaks my foot. I got to wear a boot while we're going out to LA. I'm like, Noodles, this is not going to be good. And I was screaming at him as I go down to block it. Then I turn around and I get to the bench and I'm giving him the finger. I'm so mad at him. And, he's a mental midget. He's in the net. He's losing his marbles. And oh my God, I broke his foot. And, it was not the ideal Western swing that you're typically used to with a boot on.
Yeah.
Going out for dinners and whatnot, but you make do with what you got.
I'm sure a veteran like you found a way to still manufacture your way around out there. Hey, Prongzy, I want to piggyback the Noodles because there was another thing of your speech I thought was super cool, and just your sense of humor. You're like, he was my bartender / sports psychologist. But how nice is it to have a guy that you played with like that you could break things down, a tough loss or whatever. Hey, come over for a drink. We can talk it out. It goes a long way.
No, absolutely. For 3.5, almost 4 years, he was the backup goalie. And a lot of the time, he was trying to get a new contract and what have you. And he had a really good contract year. I think he might've played 25, 30 games and he won like 20 of them. So he had a great record, really good stats, and he's negotiating his new deal. And something came up and I said, well, let me just call Larry. And we were at my house and I'm like, well, let me call Larry and I'll ask him. He's like, what, you're going to call Larry? I call the GM. And I get Larry on the phone and he's on the phone and Noodles jumps behind the couch and he's hiding. He's like, is that Larry? I'm like, Noodles, he's on the phone.
I can't see you, Noodles.
He's all nervous that I called the GM and I'm just asking him a question. I'm like, it was such a mental midget, but we dinners, go to the bar after games and whatnot, talk about the game, talk about life, all that kind of stuff. Sometimes you just need to get away from the game itself and just be real with people. And he was certainly one of those guys for me.
What about Grant Fuhr? Talk about. I'm an Edmonton boy. I loved him growing up. Legend. How was he to play? I had him as an assistant coach in Phoenix with Gretz. Great golfer, fucking sick golfer. But I got a story too about him letting one in last game of the year on maybe a bonus of yours. But
I'll tell you a couple. So Fuhrsby was awesome to play in front of. I mean, it was if it was always his fault. Oh, no, that was my fault. Give up the 3-0. No, my fault, boys. I should have had it. I'm like, okay, we suck. And so one day I'm going back for the puck, and he stops at arguably one of the worst puck-playing goalies of all time. Terrible with the puck. And I go back, and I go into the corner, and I'm like, Fuhrsby. Boom. Smokes me in the chest with the puck. And then you can always see him, you see his head bobbing up and down. He's laughing in the net. Oh, man. And he's just giving me grief. And then I had a $1 million bonus for plus minus. And I was going against Larry Murphy in Detroit at the time. And I was up 2 on Larry Murphy. And we're late in the game in the third period. And Fuhrsby lets in a shitty goal. And I'm like, Fuhrsby, hey, you know what's on the line. I've already prepped everybody. It's a meaningless game. Other than that, bonus. And I'm like, hey, you know what this means, man. Like, come on. Oh, hey, Prong, Fuhrsby. Oh, hey, Prong. What? Is there a bonus on the line? What? You want me to funnel another one in? I'm just like, oh, you're a dick.
You're playing with dynamite.
Immediately, I got to say, sorry, no, Fuhrsby, you're right.
You want me to funnel another one in here, Proxy?
Yeah. Oh man. And by the way, he would have.
Oh
He
yeah,
would've.
for sure.
Because he just to make his point that I can do it. You be nice out here.
That is legendary stuff.
Yeah, Fierzy's a beauty.
Good agent too, eh? Plus minus bonus for $1 million. Good agent there. Pat Morris got that dialed for you, eh?
Yeah, it was. I had a lot of bonus. That was when you could get bonuses. I had a lot of bonuses.
And then Progsy, just the last thing on your ceremony, you finished her off with the Bud Light, fella. That was a nice touch. Did that come to you naturally? Something you had planned out, or did you see one on the way out to the podium and say, hey, that'll be nice and tasty after I'm done here?
No. Actually, on my ride down to the rink, I had a little cheat sheet note thing there, of kind of stuff that I wanted to say, and in it, as I was looking at it on the way down to the rink, I'm like, you know what? I had like the 2 beer emoji. And I'm like, well, I mean, I might as well cheers the crowd while I'm out here. So I had them set up a couple beers by the podium for me and gave the crowd a big cheer and slug one back.
I saw that.
It was perfect, bro.
Yeah.
I was like, fucking Prongs killed it. That's all.
It's your night. It's like you fucking, you get to do whatever
Give
the
the
hell you
fans
want.
what they want, right?
That's exactly it.
Prongs, I wanted to ask you too, like, obviously coming out as a second overall, like, what was a goal in the back of your mind ever like, hey, I want to get my jersey retired someday? Or you don't worry about that stuff. That just comes with the work you put in to eventually get there, right?
Whether it's, Hall of Fame or, number retired or, being recognized or honored by some of these teams that have rings of honor and all this, all the different stuff. That stuff just comes with performance and preparation and all that. That stuff's completely out of your hands and you just got to play the game. At the end of the day, play the game, be competitive, try to win as many games as you can. And with some of that success, ultimately you hope you left a mark. And, whether it's fan outcry or ownership or management or whoever's pushing for something, ultimately you hope that you've done enough to leave your mark on the game and then on an organization.
Well, you certainly did both of those, buddy. And that speech was, you killed it for me. So I want to ask you a couple things here. I want your opinion on a couple things nowadays here, baby. I don't know if you watched the World Juniors. I know it got cut short, but that Owen Power, I called him a new age Chris Pronger. How does that sit with you? I said, minus the cross checks. But Progsy, what he reminded me of you is the way he comes around the net and his first pass, man. And that was like the first thing I noticed about you when I practice with you every day. I'm like, that is fucking crispy.
Crispy rice.
Like, crispy rice. Did you notice that at all when you watched him? A little bit of similarities of you?
Yeah, actually, I've been scouting that kid since he was 14 with the Chicago Steel.
Wow.
He's a much better skater than I was. I can tell you that.
The old 10 and 2.
Yeah, he might be a little bit better skater.
Great skater for a big man. He's a great skater.
Yeah, that's true.
Sees the ice very well. Uses his body effectively. I don't think he's like Parayko. I don't think he's got a mean streak, but he's got a lot of impressive tools. He's a good player.
And I like the fact that he was out there just chewing the gum in the World Juniors. No mouth guard, chewing the gum, snapping it around. I'm like, this guy's ready already. Get this guy in the league.
I've only seen Pavel Bure do that in an NHL game.
Yeah.
He was blowing bubbles on the half wall one time, and I was like,
while he was standing at the far blue line waiting.
Someone sauce me the puck up here, would you?
Honestly, we played them when he was in Florida. We had a 5-on-4 in the zone. He just stood out at the far red line. He stood there waiting for a bad bounce to hop over your stick. And same year, he got 60 goals. Like, as a teammate, I'm sorry, but I would be losing my marbles.
No, you're not letting that slide. I've been in a dressing room with you. You're not. I don't care if it's the Russian Rocket or whoever the fuck it is. You're gonna come back in your own blue line a little bit here.
At least stand at the blue line by the defenseman. He's not gonna beat you the other way anyways.
Progsy, I wanted to ask you one more thing too about D-Man nowadays, and we talk about Makar a lot and Hedman. Who do you think right now when you watch snapping around that? Obviously Hedman's got the back-to-back cups. Is he still the guy in your opinion, or is Makar? Who's the best right now?
I think it depends on what you're looking for. If you're looking for, offensive juggernaut, Makar, it'd be hard pressed to find a kid that has more skill than Makar does and have that skating ability and vision. I think he's got a little bit of jam to his game. You've seen him throw his body around a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's the game has changed, and a lot of it is offensively based with respect to, puck movement, skating, handling the puck and things of that nature. Not a lot of attention gets drawn on the defensive side of the game.
Yeah, right?
How they defend, where they defend, that type of stuff. So, it's, people always ask, oh, who plays the closest to you? And my answer is nobody.
Nobody right now. No.
Because you can't.
Yeah.
Number one, you can't, but they're not built that way anymore because they don't have to play that way. They don't play that way in minor hockey. They don't play that way in junior. They don't play that way in college. That's just not the way they're taught to play the game.
It's so true. Like I watch some games now, and I watch like the 4, 5, 6 defensemen, right? Because I was 5'6", and the mistakes they make on the D side of the puck, I'm like, my night would have been over. Like if I made that play, Torch would have been like, "Oh, have a fucking seat." And after the game, ride the bike for 45 minutes too while you're at it. And it seems Prongs, these guys get just put back out there. Like there's not as much. I think they're okay with the mistakes defensively if you can go that way offensively with it, right?
Oh, absolutely. But I also think part of that is they don't practice. Like these teams, they don't practice anymore. So they get these kids. Practice was where you worked on a lot of that stuff. You worked on your system play. You worked on some of the subtle nuances of defensive play and how you handle from the corner to the net and things of that nature. And I don't think they have enough time to work on some of this stuff. And a lot of the stuff that they do work on is all offensively based, moving the puck, corralling loose pucks, off the boards, the stuff we used to work on in the offensive zone. That's the stuff that I think they do a lot of their work on nowadays.
Yeah, I would have to agree. And last one for me, Prongs, no one protected the fucking blue paint better than you, fella. You had the tongues out, man. You got the cross checks. I love watching it. I argue with my boy Cooley all the time about this fucking cross check rule. When you're sitting in your nice pad, you're watching these great games, drinking red wine or whatever, and you see these guys stand on the blue paint. Is there a little part of you that wants to get out there and maybe just throw one more cross checker? Or what do you think of this lockdown and just the lack of battles in front of the net?
Well, I think there's two reasons why. One is now everybody has to front the puck. You got 5 guys all staring at the puck trying to get in the way. You got a guy you're paying anywhere from $5 to $10 million to stop the puck. Let him do his job.
Yeah.
Secondly, when rules are reinstituted or rewritten, if you will, and we're going to call it a certain way now, there's always an opportunity in a different side of it. If you're not engaged behind the guy, knocking him with your stick, from the side doing it, then you got to engage with your stick and get into him and lift his stick. Hopefully that's not hooking now.
Yeah, you're getting 2 for that too, I think, Prongs. I think they're going to dig you for that.
And creating more penalties. Imagine that.
You got to
and
build
get
the
into the guy and
relationships.
get on him, lean on him.
Lean on him.
There's not enough. Let him know you're there.
Bleed all over him. Let him know you're there.
Yeah, I don't know if you've been to a hockey game lately, but Obes, like last week, it's sometimes it's soft.
I took my boys.
Part of that is they don't want to get engaged because they want to go the other way.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
they're too invested in wanting to get going north and south, more north, and get going on the offense that they don't want to be engaged with the guy because they want to get out in front of that guy.
Yeah. I asked the coach if I'm a forward and the puck goes DDD and I skate all the way to the corner, but they move the puck again, can I finish my check or do you want me to stay above and turn back? He's like, stay above and turn back. Don't finish that check. I'm like, but I skated all the way there. He's like, no, not anymore. You got to stay above the guy. I'm like, fuck.
That's why they go like this.
Yeah. The spin cycle.
Prongs for me. One last thing for me. Our listeners, if they don't already know, you got a great family business with your beautiful wife, Lauren, well-inspired travels. Your website is awesome. Much better than the Missin Curfew website. It's here for
well, their budget's bigger than ours. Their budget's bigger than ours.
For all your travel needs. You want to go, you want to go to that nice restaurant. You want to go overseas, Obes. I think we should probably dial.
You know what? I've been waiting for the invite from Prongs. Like I know I don't have a wife to bring or anything, but I could find maybe someone to bring on one of these trips with you, fella.
So to our listeners, wellinspiredtravels.com. But more importantly, what's next for Chris Pronger in hockey? Because down here in Anaheim, there's a GM vacancy job. We're not sure who's going to be who's going to be at the title, but we hope it's an ex-player. We throw Timu Solani's name around.
Yeah.
We know PK and Niedermeyer are now involved in maybe the GM search, but any interest in staying in the game as a potential GM or?
I never say never. I've said that, and I've said never once, and it came back to bite me. So I never say never. It would take a special opportunity to dust me off and get me back. But like anything else that I do, if I come back, I'm push my chips in and I'm all in, and work at creating something to be the best. And I think where that is or what that is, I don't know. I don't know if it'll ever come, but very few jobs or situations or positions are that appealing.
Yeah.
No, understood. We think you'd be a great GM down here. We need someone to come in here and
We'll
shuffle
get
it
you
up.
a membership at Big Canyon too,
yeah.
bud. We'll get you a Big Canyon. Eh? You can have your locker beside me in the up dog. But
Hey, I got one question. So wasn't somebody talking about how I handled the rookies one time?
yeah, I think I told maybe the story about when Ryan Shannon decided to get up before you off the plane or bus, and you kind of let him have it a little. You just told my kid, listen. I said, Shanny, don't go before prongs.
Don't go before the veterans.
Don't go before the veterans. Exactly.
Rookies get off. There are very few things can you do nowadays to teach young people leadership,
I
teach
agree.
them to appreciate and respect the veterans, the people that have come before you. This is a simple way to do that I thought. I've been in the younger days, been abused, verbally, whatever. And it's something simple that takes 30 seconds. Just let the veterans get off. Show your respect. Let the veterans get off. Let the veterans get to the food line first. You're going to get there. It's not that big a deal. And ultimately, as I talked to James Van Riemsdyk about this in Philly, once you get to your second year, you feel like you've accomplished something.
Absolutely.
And you feel like you're invested in the team, and being a veteran and understanding who came before you. You respect the game that much more. You respect the guys you're with. You're bringing the group together in an interesting, cool way.
Totally.
People on the outside might not think that, but when you talk to those guys that have done it, and once they get past that, I got to let these guys get off the bus. Whip-de-doo.
Life lessons.
They have a great deal of respect for what they learned from doing that.
100%, buddy. And throughout my career, when we'd have some young guys that would do it, I would say to them, I'd say, hey, listen, I played with Chris Pronger my rookie year, and Prongs, you pay you sit on the bus and you go by, and I liked it. I'd be on the bus, you guys would come by, you, Robbie Niedermeyer, whoever, chirp me on the way by. Hey, I'm like, hey boys, enjoy the fucking food in there. Save some ranch for me, eh? Save some ranch for me. Like it's fun, and then you earn it, Prongs. And then my second year, I said, hey, fucking rookie, sit on the front of the bus. I'm going in to get my, it's true. It's true. I agree with you.
And it allows you to you feel like more of the team too, to be honest with you. A lot of the guys feel invested more in the team. They're not, some of these guys are getting called up and down 100 times.
Yeah.
And, they feel like they're one of the guys. They're one of the team.
Yeah.
And, I felt like it brought the team together. And as long as you have fun with it, like you're talking about, it's not that serious.
No,
like, come on.
No.
Yeah,
it's not
everyone's
like,
a family.
Yeah, it was great. And we had that. That's what we had in Anaheim too, right? We had our veteran guys like Prongs and Solani and the boys, and then we had us young punks, and they kept us in line. It was great. I mean, we won every game too, so maybe that's why it was fun, Prongs.
Yeah, well, but there it goes. There again.
Yeah.
Brings a group together. And everybody's a part of the ride.
And it's something too, like we talk about going no bucket here. And then I remember, like, I asked you, like, my rookie year, and I was like, when in your opinion, I don't know if you remember, you're like, 100 games. Oh, it's 100 games. You take that bucket off, you never have to put it on again. So I would tell kids the same thing. I'd say, hey, Chris Pronger told me 100 games. There's only one kid that I said, Landeskog in Colorado, I said, listen, Prongs told me 100 games. I'm going to disagree with him on this one. We're fucking need to sell some tickets. Take that helmet off. Let's see the flow. We got to get a couple more fans in here, Landy. Take the helmet off.
You got to show the flow.
We got to show the flow, buddy. We need you here. We got half-empty buildings. We're actually winning some hockey games. Take the helmet off, Landy. So,
yeah.
Prongs.
Awesome, man.
It was awesome, buddy. I hope you know how much you meant to me my rookie year, brother, and the speech was awesome. Your jersey, brother. We're big fans of you here. Thank you for taking the time. I still want to get on the golf course with you too. I'd like to get out there.
I just had a total knee replacement 2 months ago, so a couple months I'll be back in business.
All right, brother. I'll be there waiting for you when you're
Late
a little
spring.
when you're a little rusty. When you're a little rusty, I'll be waiting for you.
Prongs, thank you, man. It was great. Congrats
All right,
again.
thanks, boys.
You betcha.
Thanks, buddy.
Listeners, let's talk about Jersey Lab. Our friends up in Canada are making jerseys for everything: soccer, baseball, hockey. If you want to look good and wear a jersey to your favorite game, favorite sporting event, you want to get the teams dialed in, our friends at Jersey Lab, Obie, as they did with us, can make anything. You name it. What do you want?
I'll tell you what, they did it for me. My nephew, Porter Lucas, got a 55 Porter jersey in our home white, Missin Curfew. The boys at Jersey Lab, perfect size, fits him perfect. He's out there learning how to skate, looking like a national leaguer.
So not only can you look like a national leaguer by buying a Missin Curfew tarp on our website, www.missincurfew.com, but if you are looking for this summer's soccer jerseys for your kids, you know, kids are going to be out there kicking the ball around. Kids are going to be swinging for the fences, and you need them to look good. Our friends at Jersey Lab can take care of you with all of your jerseys, pants, socks, hats needs. So do not hesitate, my friend. Get on the website
Look
and get
good,
her going.
feel good, play good.
www.jerseylab.com. Support your kids. Let them look good, because you never know. You never know who they meet on the field. You know?
Never know who's watching, up dog.
Never
You
know who's
never
watching.
know who's watching. Jersey Labs.
Look like a pro, play like a pro.
Up dog. Great job, fella. Great job. Good
MVP.
questions. Couple good stories out of the
I
Prongs.
mean, when you get a legend like
big.
that, I mean, he's a legend. I mean, you sharing stories about what you learned from him in the same room. I learned from him just watching him play and watching him win Olympic gold medals for Canada and being like, you know,
And getting cross-checked.
Canada's, and then having like a dead arm for 2.5 weeks after he cross-checks you.
That was a good little half chirp or whatever. Like, yeah, all the friends there should have the fucking refs there with you too. Like, I mean, when I played with him in Anaheim, like, you know, there was refs that were legitimately intimidated from him.
Yeah.
Right? Like younger ones, like the old veterans Prongs would kill them with kindness. But these young ones that were coming up,
Fuck.
they'd be like,
I was wondering, are they on the payroll or what?
fucking Solani always had good chirps too. I'll fucking buy you out. I'll buy you out. They fucking pay you. You're so bad. I'll buy you out. So,
But if you have your coach in the NHL saying, guys, Chris Pronger's getting away with all this, like, you got to fight through it. It's a legit thing.
For
It was
sure.
saying- yeah, right. So
when I was on the Ducks and on the right side of it, yeah. And then when I played against him when I was in Vancouver, and he was still in Anaheim before he got traded to Philly. We're like, fucking Pronger, like nobody can get to the net. Like
Yeah.
Burrows can't get there. No one can get there. You know, he's cross-checking them. They're like, oh well, fuck off.
and then like you think of like, you know, Shea Weber and some of these younger players who came up playing that way, like just what, you know, I bet you if we had Webbs on, and we will, but
I would love to have Webbs
what
on.
Prongs would have meant to like a guy like Shea Weber.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Played in the same Olympic team before, but just that style.
Yeah.
That mean, tough like style. And if you have that jam, fuck, is it a power tool?
Dude, I'm not gonna lie to you. Like when they traded our boy Loops, which we didn't get into, we got traded twice for our boy Loops. But when I went to camp and you know I realized Chris Pronger was gonna be there, and I see him out on the ice, I'm like, holy shit. And then I find out I'm making the team, and I move into the big room, and I'm like, I was intimidated. I'm like, that's Chris Pronger. Like, fuck, I don't want to like, you know, I'm a rookie. I didn't say a whole
You don't
lot to
take
him.
the last towel in front of him.
Yeah,
do
oh
you?
no, I was like, poor Shanny. And Prongs is great, but Prongs just let him know. I'm like, Shanny, yeah, man, like, you pump the brakes. Just sit with me. I'll talk to you. We'll let them. We were the only two rookies, right? We had a veteran squad. So, but then you see his sense of humor now while he's done playing. Like at the rink at practice, Uppy, but as soon as practice is over, he's joking around the gym and stuff. So, thank you to him. St. Louis Blues, great job with getting 44 up there. Well deserved. Up dog, you're a beauty. Let's go tee it up.
Tee it up.
That was missing.
Until next week.
That was missing curfew.
Back door wide open, wasting my sniper, get out. All of you niggas gon' die. Time rolling, bustin' on my opponent, no hand stepping. Crush my arms totally, wood jet broke, no motion. Sleeping on sofas, creeping in highs like roaches. I done went cages, stages of cage. Now free me, baby, can't keep me, baby. I beat them cases, they already hate me. They gon' want me dead when I'm on probation. Oh, y'all think Lil Yak retarded? Y'all ain't seen nothing yet, I promise. Niggas can't take me, niggas can't guard me. I be on the fuck nigga ass like superstars. Remember when we were jacking cars?